Welcome back to Man Now Sports, and you can see from the thumbnail, man, this is gonna be pretty ugly. Uh I wasn't too familiar with who Ray Daniels was. He's a music producer, label owner, a big wig exec from Canada, but I think he resides in LA. He's got a lot of hits under his belts, a lot of great artists under his belts. So sports is not really his expertise, but I guess as a fan, some of the same things that a lot of people have felt about the NBA and particularly LeBron James, you're starting to see it in all different genres of entertainment. Athletes like the hockey player that has been on ESPN, Subban, I think his last name is. You got actors, in Hollywood saying whatever. You got football players saying one thing, and now you got music producers. So everyone who kind of sees what LeBron James has been as an ambassador and as a player in the NBA and all of that stuff, and some of his tactics, and as it deals with clutch sports and other ways they maneuver. You're not crazy. You're not the only one who's sinning. Right. There's a lot of people that think like that, and it's not just NBA fans. Well, I guess you can consider him an NBA fan as well. Just because his expertise is music doesn't mean he's not a fan of the sport. But just to hear people, who might be in situations where they rub elbows with the same people that LeBron might rub elbows. He's kind of higher up there in the music industry, so his name is known just as well as LeBron's is. Not as of course, not as much, but everyone at the top is not capping. Pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Everybody at the top is not capping. So his podcast is not. What's up, Nino? Thanks for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Let's go. Yeah, absolutely. Jeff Night Owl, absolutely, man. I'm trying to push content out for y'all, man, because I took so much time off during the holidays. But listen, Ray Daniels, man, good grief. Have y'all seen this yet? I don't know if y'all seen it yet. His podcast is not even on sports, but Ray Daniels, as you're going to be able to hear, has been following the NBA for sure, and so has his co-host. And his co-host is a LeBron disciple. So this conversation was pretty good. Listen, this thing was about 15 minutes long. I tried to break it down as short as possible, but the more I listen to it, the more I realize, man, a lot of this stuff need to be pointed out. So it's like it's broken down into 4 sections. I try to get it down as low as possible. So I apologize. And oh shoot, I can't be on mute. Hold on. Let me fix my stuff. Testing. Testing. Test. Test. Oh, you can hear me, Jeff? I wasn't on mute. I can hear. Oh, man, what happened? Sheesh. I start over. I apologize for that, y'all. I start over. Or is this somebody trolling? Is he trolling? I think he was trolling. American Freedom, UYC, you want to see, you're on mute, can't hear, you can't hear. Okay. Yeah, he's trolling. Let's go ahead and get him out of here then. Yeah, get him out of here. A little bot that's trolling. So did y'all hear me? Did y'all hear me from the beginning? Y'all heard me from the beginning? Man, that was yeah, he had to be a troll. That was a good troll though. That was a unique troll. I mean, he stopped progress. You know what I mean? So he stopped progress. That was good. Dang, that was real. That was creative. I like it. Good troll, big dog. He didn't want the truth to get out there, right? So listen, I'll go ahead and play what Ray was saying. We'll break it down into sections, man, because man, this thing was I don't, bruh. This is this is insane. So here's Ray, and it started with the situation with Jenny Buss and their article. So he kind of touched on that at the beginning, but we'll skip that part. I want to get to the part where he's talking about Rich Paul.
So, but that's what I was saying about Rich Paul. Like, how are you the agent of LeBron James and you're on a podcast making suggestions about a fucking trade that your player play? Bro, that's like David Falk, Michael Jordan's saying, yo, we should trade Scottie Pippen. It's
trade
Trade Kukoc. Like on a fucking TV show. Yeah. For the world then. Not even if he said it privately.
For the world.
But let me tell you what this is showing me, y'all. This is showing me that it's all crashing down. I've been saying this on this show. I said, winners, we can't lead from the back no more. Haven't I been saying that? We got to lead from the front. That's Rich Paul trying to lead from the front. How do I get my message out? How can I be more seen? How can I be more visible? How can I help my company?
So you think he's willing to risk his relationship with LeBron to better himself, to put himself become more of a known personality?
It goes back to what we just said earlier. You don't think that Rich Paul and LeBron discussed that already? You don't think LeBron James has not had one flaw.
He's the most calculated.
He has not had one flaw on his record. Even the flaws you saying it, like the decision, he could still say, I made $8 million for
the Boys and Girls Club.
He has not had one flaw on his record. Him and Rich Paul, like even Rich Paul book, he don't even mention LeBron. The whole book is about him and his childhood.
Wow.
He don't want to, it's like, because we know the relationship. Teron Thomas is my best motherfucking friend. I'm going to tell everybody right now. Like anything going on, I'm probably going to talk to him about it. That's my best friend. Like not only is my client, he's my best friend. I'm going to talk to him about it. Sometimes our frustration, whatever. So you don't think that Rich Paul and LeBron ain't at the house when he said, man, they need to get rid of it. And Rich Paul said, I know how to do it. I'm going to drop it on the motherfucking podcast. What? Stupid. Because now what the Lakers are going to do, they're going to drop their own story. Yeah. Exposing you and LeBron and all the shit that they did for y'all, how they don't feel appreciated. Now the war is on. So I promise you, this is the beginning of the end for LeBron in LA.
So you don't.
So I think we kind of touched this last week. We talked about, and it might have been a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, when Rich Paul first was on the podcast with Max Kellerman talking about trade ideas and what the Lakers should do and what they should do with some players that's teammates of his number one client and his really good friend, and also probably the person who fronted the money for his business, for his agency, so this ain't just a client, like if Anthony Davis was your client, it'll be a little bit different. Like Anthony Davis is his client. So he's in Dallas. If he would have came on and just peep this out and just think about this. Anthony Davis is the one that's in the trade talks so much for whatever reason with Dallas. It'll make more sense that he would be on a podcast mentioning Anthony Davis and saying, not Anthony Davis, but talking about Dallas and saying, if I was Dallas, not, and this is a team that's not destined for the playoff and their best player is injured and their second best player is in and out of the lineup with injury. A lot of influx. Nico just got fired. That organization is in a frenzy right now. So it would make sense if you was throwing ideas about what Dallas should do, and your client is Anthony Davis, and you might suggest, hey, maybe trade D'Lo. Or I wouldn't even say that. Let's say somebody who was second in scoring, because Reeves was second in scoring before LeBron came back. Well, let's say third in scoring. Let's say your third best player, right? So if AD and Kyrie is your first best player, well, Kyrie's not playing right now, so AD is your first, Cooper Flash your second best player. Let's say you might be talking about Klay Thompson. You know what? This is probably Klay Thompson should probably get traded. Then it would be like, okay, well, I mean, that's weird because Anthony Davis is his client. What is he talking about? But it would make sense. It makes no sense for the Lakers, who are a playoff team, who has Luka, who's the future. He's not injured. He's playing. Reeves is injured now, not playing. And LeBron is back. and you're talking about ideas of what the Lakers should do and trade Reeves. Why would Reeves' name come up? Very interesting. So what Ray is suggesting that first and foremost, like let's not get this twisted. There's no way he and his best friend, who was one of his clients, he would be on a podcast discussing things that would affect him without his prior knowledge. Like this wasn't a surprise to LeBron, is what he's suggesting. Like there's no way he went on his podcast and floated that out there so casually and it wasn't calculated. Everything that they've been doing ever since the decision has been calculated. Everything LeBron, Clutch Sports, and Rich Paul have been doing has been calculated. It's all for a reason. Everything's calculated. And that's what he's saying. So he's saying, why would this one be just out on a whim that we'll just throw this out there? Maybe we should trade AR. Right? That's what he's saying.
Think Jeannie, Buss, and the Lakers owe LeBron any gratitude for winning a championship, the first championship since 2010? For rescuing them from being a shitty franchise, from losing, missing the playoffs every year?
You know what they say? 85% of the people don't respect that championship. That was a bubble championship. I got people shaking their hand. Most people don't respect that championship. LeBron putting up the 18th banner out of 17 is not as appreciated as that motherfucking Cleveland championship where nobody even comes. That's the championship that matters to him. But that bubble championship, I don't really count that. I don't count that. But he got 4. He got 4. So I don't think G. But I see, this is the thing. I'm glad you said that. Ooh, this is so good. This is what you just said is the problem with LeBron and why I have never really been a fan of him as a player. It's because this nigga always wants gratitude. Oh, you're not thanking him for playing for your team. Nigga, you playing for yourself too. Yeah. It's like that's why I never liked him as a player. I think he killed the NBA. I like him as a man. I love who he is, who he's a man to his family, to his team, what he did for. That's incredible. But as a player, I can't stand him.
See, I'm about to catch you right here. He
killed the NBA.
I'm about to catch you right here because you've made careers, nigga. You've made artists. You've made hit records. Nigga, I know you've gotten thank yous, and I know there's some niggas that haven't given you thank yous that you're like, what the fuck? I changed your life, bitch.
I got my check. I don't work for thank yous. I work for my check. And the only thing you get when you do great work is what?
More money.
More work.
Oh, yeah.
Not more money, more work. More work means more money. That's the problem. It's like, I'm not thanking you for something that you like. It's like everybody and their mama wants to play for the Lakers. The Lakers, see, this is why they say about the Lakers. We're not thanking you for no fucking championship, LeBron. We are used to winning championships. Cleveland Cavaliers will thank you for the championship because they're not used to winning. This is fucking LA. And let's also be clear. LeBron also know that he was in Kobe's city. That's Kobe's city. That's Kobe's town. I'm in LA. That's Kobe's town. Period. More than Magic. And Magic on the Dodgers. That is Kobe Bryant's town.
That's Kobe City. Yeah. That's Kobe Central. Do you feel like so? Do you think LeBron should have never even came to the Lakers? He should have made a better decision.
I think that was the worst move he made.
Wow.
LeBron, like I said, LeBron killed the NBA. LeBron killed teams and made players more prominent than teams. He killed it. It went from like when Michael Jordan played for the Bulls, you was a Bulls fan. Yeah. I know people that are still Bulls fans from the Michael Jordan days. I know people that's like, I'm a fan of whatever team LeBron on. That's killing the league for me. He never did the slam dunk contest. He never competed. He didn't do certain things that LeBron didn't chase greatness. He claimed it and said, I dare y'all to say something. And every time every time he lost, it was either his coaches or his team. I have never in my life heard somebody say LeBron needs the help. But I hear from the whole world how he needs help. Think about it. I was an NBA fan. I've never heard that before. I don't even like the NBA no more because of LeBron. Because now I'm being honest, I hate when this is a team sport and now it's about players. To me, he killed the NBA. Dog, the NBA is dead, by the way. And let's be clear. It's hard to find. You can't find the games no more. They on like 8 different platforms. I'm telling y'all, LeBron has been holding the NBA hostage, and now he's holding the Lakers hostage. And now we see what the Lakers just did to get out of that shit.
Has he been holding?
Man, he said a lot. The Lakers is being held hostage because of LeBron. The NBA is being held hostage because of LeBron. LeBron made the league what it is today, which is in a bad spot. It needs repairing. Duck the dunk contest, like all of this type of things. Like he made players bigger than teams. Always needing help, and feels like everyone owes him something. You know, he won the bubble ring. I want my daggone respect. You know, all this stuff. So it's very weird. Like, what respect did he want? And now he want the Lakers to treat him a certain way. And the Jenny Buss article that came out, that little small piece that was talked about LeBron and how she said that she don't feel like he appreciated the Lakers organization for what they did for his family and by way of his son Bronny. Right? We drafted him at number 55 and gave him a 4-year guaranteed contract. So imagine a team owner agreeing to draft a player that wasn't ready to play basketball in the NBA. Drafted him as a freshman out of USC who barely played, who was coming off a major surgery on his heart. And in a real case scenario, if this wasn't Bronny James, there's no way that player gets drafted. There's no way he gets drafted with those conditions. 1, a major injury. 2, not having the talent that makes you want to say, despite that injury, if the doctors clear him, we have to at least try to see what he can come in and give us in training camp. And you know, and if he's good to go, because I mean, Jeff Green had some heart issues that he had to deal with, and I think he might have an enlarged heart or something like that. But he's still playing for the Rockets right now. He's I think him and Kevin Durant came in the same year, so they've been going at it for a while, right? So with his heart issues, he's still playing. So if a doctor clear you and your talent is big enough, even though Jeff Green, that his heart issue didn't become present until after he was already drafted years in the league. The point is, if they knew about that before college, they would have dropped his draft stock for sure. He wouldn't have been a lottery pick. He wouldn't have been a first round player. But some team would have been like, hey, he's a first round talent, and the only thing that's holding him back is that injury. We'll take him late second round and then see what he can give us. But in no circumstance will you also take that player with that risk, with that star-like talent. Keep in mind what I'm saying. Tons of talent, tons of NBA talent, above the average talent as a player, but with some question marks with his health or his heart. Let me see if I can get him very cheap, and then if it doesn't work out, I'm not on the hook for a lot of money because there's no guaranteed contract. So you don't lose a lot. It's high risk but high reward. And as a matter of fact, it ain't even really high risk if the contract's not guaranteed. Because if it don't work out, okay, boom. We only spent a late second round on it. So that's what would happen to someone with super talent, but that same issue that Bronny had with his heart. That's what would happen. No guaranteed contract, late second round pick, super talent. Bronny James don't have the super talent. He didn't even have 55th pick, second round talent. He had undrafted talent. On top of the fact that he was a freshman who only averaged 5 points. So you wasn't even hitting the ball out of the park like that. So you don't have the first round talent, the lottery pick talent, the potential to be something really good in this league. You don't have that, but you get picked with just half a season on tape, 5 points a game. You ain't even balling out for USC, heart condition, and no talent or low talent. And you come in and get a 4-year guarantee contract. So in Jenny's eyes, she was like, yeah, he didn't appreciate what we did. Like we did a lot to do that. And it's my opinion that when they start talking about certain things, LeBron leveraged himself. Hey, I'm LeBron. Y'all want to keep me? This is before they had Luka. Y'all want to keep me? Look at how many tickets I'm selling. I'm selling out your arenas. The Lakers is the talk of the town because I'm on the squad and all this stuff. You know, I want to stay here and retire Laker. You know, we get all this press. I broke Kareem's record here in LA. That got a lot of press. You know, every time I play is a new record. You know what I mean? I'm breaking more records. I'm selling jerseys, all that stuff. So I'm bringing you money. This is a lucrative deal for you and for me. So I feel like, hey, man, if I want to make this thing, you know, this dream come true for me and my son, and we get to play on the same court together, that's always been my dream. Can you make that happen? Yeah. Oh, by the way, when you make that happen, can you also make it so I don't want him to get this experience for just 1 year and then be out of the league? Can you give him a 4-year guarantee contract? Yes, we'll do that. Got it. Now, after we do all that and we do the photo op with the King Griffey's and all of that stuff, now it gets to the point where they trade for Luka. Now the Lakers got their future. Now, in Jeannie Buss's eyes, we got our future, LeBron. So all of this, the way you negotiated with us about things before by leveraging yourself, that no longer exists. Plus the fact I sold the team and we have new ownership and they're not down with it. So when it came to his summertime contract negotiations, he probably was like, yeah, let me get that. Maybe let me get another 2-year extension. And they're like, man, we got Luka. And you talking about like you making 50, when you opt in this contract, you making 50 mil. I hope you don't think you about to extend and get somewhere close to that. Not even close. Not even half I would give you. I wouldn't even give LeBron half. I wouldn't even give him 25 mil for 2 years. I wouldn't even do it. Right? So they letting LeBron know, nah, dog, this is the end of the rope for you. If you opt, we want you to walk and retire. We really want you to retire a Laker this year, this summer, not before this season started. We want you to retire a Laker. We wanted that last season to be your last season. We got Luka now. We want you to retire, but since you're not going to retire, you're going to opt in this contract. We'll make it work for 1 year, but that's it. And LeBron is pissed, like, oh man, I want an extension, but he ain't got no more leverage now. And now it's a back and forth, and this is a way that Jenny's hitting back with that article and telling everybody what she was frustrated about with LeBron James and saying that, you know, he didn't appreciate us for what we did for Bronny. That was a big deal what she did, what the Lakers did. That was a big deal. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to do a 4-year contract guaranteed. They really didn't have to do that. So Ray Daniels is pointing all of that out. And he's saying that LeBron thinks that the Lakers should be happy for what he did. And the Brian disciple that was on the show said, you don't think the Lakers should be happy and show some gratitude for what LeBron did by getting them a championship in the bubble? And Ray was like, this is banner number 18 we're raising. This is 18 championships. He gave us an 18th championship, but it was a bubble ring that nobody respects. It was a freaking bubble ring. It was a tournament. It was a Mickey Mouse tournament. You get what I'm saying? What can you give someone that already have everything and expect them to be so gracious for it? You can't bring one championship to somebody and be like, be thankful for that. And when I got 17 already, you bring a championship to Cleveland who have 0, then they would be grateful for that. He might can go to Cleveland and get a statue after he retire. He might can get a whole bunch of things, but I don't think the Lakers go do that. I mean, the Lakers got a Kobe, a Gigi, a Shaq, a Kareem trophy. They got all types of trophies out there. Magic. They might put a daggone James Worthy trophy, James Worthy statue up before they put a LeBron statue up. They might even put Pat Riley in Miami hung a banner and retired 23 for Michael Jordan, which is why LeBron couldn't wear number 23 in Miami. I bet you the Lakers, they might daggone retire and put a statue of Jordan out there before they put LeBron out there. It'd be more deserving. A bubble ring, and every superstar that's in the top 10, whether it be Kareem, Magic, Shaq, Kobe, all brought them a minimum of 4 rings. Magic and Kareem bought them. Well, Kareem got. Did he get 3 with Magic and Magic got 1 without Kareem? Or they might have got all 4 together. Let's say they got all 4 together. No. Magic got 4. Magic got 4. Kareem got 6 rings though. So did he got 1 in Milwaukee? He got 5 in LA, or did he get 2 in Milwaukee? I don't know where. I think Kareem might have got 2 in Milwaukee. He got 1 without Oscar, 1 with Oscar. I had to double check that. But Kareem got 6. He at least bought 4 to LA. Magic bought 4 to LA. So Magic and Kareem was together. Shaq and Kobe bought 3 together. Kobe bought 5, or bought 2 by himself with, so a total of 5. But Shaq, Kobe, Kareem, Magic, they all bought at least 4 rings. LeBron bought 1, and it was a bubble ring. Magic got 5 in LA. Okay, thank you. So 5 with Kareem, and Kareem got that 1 in Milwaukee. All right, good, cool. I don't know why I was thinking 4, but yeah, 5. I mean, that's big time. 5. So at least 4 for all. No, I'm lying. At least 5. At least 5. Well, Shaq got 3, so we'll say at least 3. Shaq bought 3. Kobe bought 5. Magic and Kareem bought 5. Like, think about that. And he bought 1, and he want gratitude. You want gratitude. And I hope Luka don't think he gonna get some gratitude for triple doubles. You got to get rings, big dog, and not just 1. That's the thing about LA. You can't just bring 1 ring when you're a superstar and you're supposed to be that dude, especially when you show up in your prime. LeBron got a bit of an excuse because he showed up past his prime. So you can, he got a bit of excuse, but at the same time, he can't walk around here talking about this bubble ring should get me the same type of gratitude that Kobe got. That's what he was looking for. He was looking for that Kobe love. He thought he was gonna be real calculated and clever. Man, I go to LA. I'm so close to breaking Kareem's record. I break Kareem's record in LA. That's gonna mean something to people when they start talking about who the greatest is. Like, people that think it's Kareem, I can always say, hey, look, I broke Kareem's record in his home. Then when people be like, nah, we think it's Kobe, and he be like, oh man, I passed Kobe in scoring and in rings in his home. He thought he was gonna get 5 or 6 rings in LA. Once he brought AD over there, he thought he was gonna get 5 or 6 rings. He thought he was just run it up and get 6. And imagine getting 6 time with MJ, passing Kobe, and breaking Kareem's record all in LA. That's what the plan was. It didn't work out.
In the NBA hostage, or is he the only one niggas care about? Niggas that want to talk about, the ratings care about.
Hey, people that care. Let me tell you something. If LeBron leaves, people will still care about the NBA. That's my point, bro. He's bigger than the league now. And now the league is small.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Nobody cares now. It's like LeBron is like he killed the league.
I agree. He's bigger than the league.
He killed it. That's the thing you understand. I'm gonna go there now.
Nah, go there because I'm lost right now. Okay,
here's the difference between LeBron James.
Your son looking at you crazy too.
Right there, I'm gonna say this. Here's the difference between LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. Because I like Kobe better. Kobe had a daddy. LeBron didn't. So when you have a father in the house, there are certain things that are put in you, right? When the George Floyd thing happened, LeBron tweeted, y'all, why they don't like us? Nigga, they like you. They don't like us, nigga. What you talking? Like, that's pussy shit to me. Like, you supposed to be the strongest, biggest man. Lead us. Tell us fuck them people. We the shit without the people. But you like, why they don't like us? He's his mom. He's a mama's boy. And I'm not. When I say this is no disrespect. Kobe Bryant was raised by his father. That's why he has that mentality. That's why he had that confidence. That's why he had that silent confidence. Only he missed those 3 free throws and everybody laughed at him.
He still walked off with his head on. He came back better.
He didn't say, I need to go play for another team. That's a bitch move. That's something that if you go talk to your dad about, he gonna say, you don't think you're great enough without Wade? You mean to tell me, son, you don't think you could beat Wade? You need Wade to win? He wasn't raised with his dad. This is nothing against him. If his dad was in his life and his dad raised him, his dad would have said, do not give it to your son. Don't give it to him because I didn't give it to you. Make him earn it like I made you earn it. But there's no father. There's no, like, that's why I love Shaq. Because Shaq had his father's life. That's why he's like, my kids ain't rich, I'm rich. Like, he's like, just like a man. That's what you love about him. LeBron is like, those my kids. And by the way, I love my kids like LeBron loves his kids. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But I wouldn't get him in the league. My little Raymond's learning how to produce. He got to figure that shit out himself. When he's ready, he'll come tell me he's ready. And then I'll help him, guide him. But I'm not going to call Jody Gersner at Universal and say, my son need a deal.
Like, isn't that the point? And I'm not trying to get too personal, but isn't that the point of being nepotism? Isn't that the point of you reaching the heights you reach so you can put this nigga on if you want to?
I could give you opportunity. LeBron didn't give his son an opportunity. He gave his son a career. That's different. An opportunity is like, yo, let him come for the tryout, see what he does. Yeah. A career is y'all like me here, right? Draft him, and I need a 4-year. Like, his deal gonna tell me how much y'all like me, and they did it. And now they're like, yo, can we get a discount on your deal? And he like, no. Oh, nigga, you about to be traded. Yeah. Watch what happened. Now Rich Paul is this. It's all, bro. This is all planned. We are seeing the divorce of LeBron James and the Lakers right now.
He said, I'm about to go there, man. He went there. And this is one thing I don't like to do publicly when dealing with another man. Like, you know, this is the type of stuff that they got LeBron pissed off at Stephen A. Smith, man. Once you start bringing parenthood in and stuff like that, it's very hard to do that. It's very hard to do that to a brother, right? But I gotta agree, like, man. I'm trying so hard not to say what he said, you know, he don't have a dad and stuff like that. I'm trying hard not to say that. But there is a difference when you have been challenged in that type of way during your upbringing and your socialization, right? The way you was brought up shapes you. And how you were shaped sticks with you. You have to have some type of dramatic event to happen to change how you were shaped and how you was brought up. Your foundation. It's like a tiger changing his or a leopard changing his spots, or a tiger changing his stripes. Like, you just can't change how you was created, or I ain't even gonna say how you was created, how you were shaped from your foundation. You just can't change it. So there's small indications that'll let you know certain things. And when people sit there and watch that, especially a person, it sounds like he's a person that's very present as a father in his son's life, because he just gave the example. He's a platinum music producer. He said his son is now learning how to produce music too. And he said he ain't providing him with much help. He said, you got to get it on your own and figure it out. When you figure it out and you come to me for help, then we can talk. But I'm not about to put you in a position in front of someone so you can freaking embarrass me, or I'm going to twist their arm and leverage myself and how good I made myself as a producer. I'm going to leverage myself to get you in a position or get you a opportunity to where you getting whatever I get, guaranteed stuff. He said, I'm not going to call nobody at Universal. All these people I done rub elbows with and had dealings with and who I got a good reputation with, and I tell them, hey, my son is trying to produce music. Let him make a beat for one of your top artists. Get his name out there and make him some money. That's not how it's supposed to work. He gave the example of Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal made it known to his kids, I got money and I'm rich. You're not. You don't have money. You got to go get your own money. I'm rich. You're not. That's the mindset. But that's not the mindset of LeBron when it comes to his son. His mindset is that I'm the king and my kingdom is the NBA and you're the prince. I'm the king, you're the prince. Everything that the light touches is yours. When they tried to put Brian in the G League and travel with the G League team to learn how to play professional basketball, LeBron stepped in and said, my son works. God forbid he traveling with us. He can't do no road trips with the G League. When the G League go on the road, LeBron, he's gonna get called up and play with us. JJ Redick, make sure it happened. Bathers, bathe him thoroughly. Wash off that G League. How you think his teammates feel when they at practice and they see dog food on the court and they want to go at Bronny James? Don't you think that's awkward? Like, I see him on the court, I want to expose him so bad. I want to expose him. Welcome to the league, Rick. I want to do this, but guess what? I can't because freaking King Joffrey Joe LeBron James is on the throne, and this is the Prince of Zamunda. I can't make him look bad. I can't make him look bad. Like, that's got to be awkward, dog. And here he is giving handouts. That's why this was such a bad idea, giving handouts. He gave JJ Redick a handout. Now JJ Redick can't coach him. Right? And you're right. He got his own money. He definitely got his own money. And when I say the boy got his own money, I mean the boy has got his own money. Four-year guaranteed contract. That's insane. Right? And you talking about some gratitude, and they should be happy that you bought a bubble ring. What else did you bring, though? You done missed the playoffs 2 or 3 times, been in the play-in 2 or 3 times. Like, dude, what are we even talking about? Ever since he been on the West, this man has been to the finals once, and it was the bubble. So he's really been to the finals 0 times. On the West, he dog food. He's dog food on the West. This is the same West that Kobe grinded it out and was getting to the finals 4 straight times with Shaq, 3 straight times without Shaq. Kobe got to the finals 7 times out of the West. That's very impressive. Tim Duncan got to the finals 7 times out of the West. Dirk only got there twice. KG only got there 0 times out of the West. Who else was a ball in the West? Shaq. Before Kobe got there 0 times out of the West. Kobe was the common denominator for the Lakers as far as getting to the finals in the Shaq era, right? With Eddie Jones and Nick Van Exel, Shaq wasn't getting there. Eldon Campbell, like the squad that Shaq had with the Lakers was unreal. Had an all-star in Eddie Jones that Dale Harris thought highly. Well, first of all, he was a defensive specialist, but also a 20-point scorer. And 20 points back then was the 30 now. So he was a 20-point scorer, a defensive specialist, and an all-star. Then he had Eldon Campbell, so he had a twin tower. The Eldon Campbell was a 6'11" superb post player, along with Shaq, and he had a elbow jump shot. Shaq and Eldon Campbell, Eddie Jones, Rick Fox, Nick Van Exel, who also was an all-star. And then I think they brought in Robert Ory as well. But had a squad. Couldn't get that squad to the finals. Couldn't get past Utah. The same Utah that they put Kobe Bryant in as a young buck, and he airballed 3 times from the 3-point line in the clutch. But he had the guts to take it. Shaq said nobody else had the guts to take that shot, not even him. He didn't want to get fouled. Right? So the common denominator with the Lakers in the Shaq era getting to the finals was Kobe. Before Kobe, no finals. Couldn't get past Utah. Eddie Jones couldn't. Nick Van Exel couldn't. Neither could Shaq. You put Kobe out there, then boom. Now you got something. Yeah, they added Phil Jackson as well. So you got to give Phil some credit as well, right? But it wasn't just Phil. Phil wasn't coming if he didn't see young Kobe over there with Shaq. Yeah, Phil probably wasn't gonna come. He seen an opportunity, a great one, a real good opportunity, right? So, yes, is a big difference what Ray is saying. Everything he said was facts. Everything he said was fact. He said LeBron got daddy issues. That's the difference. That's why he do things so different. He also said that a dad would have told you when you was about to make that move to go join Miami with Wade and Bosh, a dad would have told you, why are you doing this, son? You don't want to accept that challenge? Like, he tried the challenge 2-3 years in a row. When he finally had a team built around him that was good enough to get to the finals, which he did. I mean, they won 66 ball games one year. He got 2 MVPs in a row. So whatever the team was constructed like was constructed well enough for them to win 66 games. When you got a team that it can get you 66 games, and it's a top-rated defense as well, and then you the best player in the world by some people's standards. Of course, we know it was still Kobe and Tim Duncan and Shaq, top 3 at that time. But when you getting MVPs 2 in a row, I mean, that's a good indication that a lot of people think you're the best player in the world. So when you got a team that's built like that, they can win you 66 games, and you're in your prime, and you the best. There's no excuse for you not to get to the finals. You should be there. And then if you don't get there, you shouldn't have a reason why you need to duck that team and leave. I mean, what was missing from that Cavs team? Some people say he didn't have a Scottie Pippen. Right? I think he had the team. He didn't have a co-star. But most teams in the East did not have a co-star like that. Most teams in the West did have a co-star. And that's why it was so bloody in the West. You got Shaq, Kobe. You got Malone, Stockton. You got David Robinson and Duncan. Garnett really didn't have his, but he's, if you don't have 2 ace of spades or 2 big jokers on your team, you probably got 2 aces. And I think KG was the big joker. I think the best chance he had was the year he had Sprewell and Sam Cassell. So sometimes people don't have the one other superstar, one other all-star. They have the 2 really good players. Like Shaq had Eddie Jones, Van Exel. KG had Sprewell, Sam Cassell. But yeah, it was 2 big jokers in San Antonio and LA when Shaq and Kobe was there, and Duncan and David Robinson. Then you had other squads in the West. Like I said, Stockton, Malone. Who else? Who was in Phoenix? I think Dirk and Nash was in Dallas. Who was in Phoenix at that time? J. Kidd, Penny Hardaway, J. Kidd, Penny Hardaway. They had Cliff Robinson, rest in peace. They had him. I mean, the West was wild. But my point is this: in the East, he ran from it. Now, look, if you just need one more superstar, get one more superstar. What was the rush? What was the rush? Why did you have to run and join D Wade in the East at that? That was overkill. That was overkill to have to run and join up in the East. And like Ray said, man, a father wouldn't even let you have done that. His mentor was his Clutch Sports brother, which was Rich Paul, and we see how corny he is. It was probably his idea, man. Hey, man, let's just run and team up, man, because if you don't get no ring, they gonna stop comparing you to Jordan. So we need a ring ASAP, man. Just go get an easy one. Get an easy one, go join Wade and Bosh. You know what I'm saying? There's an opportunity there. Y'all put this super team together. Y'all get this ring. I mean, once you get the ring, they just gonna have to shut up. And then if they don't shut up and they still doubting you, then we'll just leave and go somewhere else. And then, hey, man, if you get a ring there, then it kind of solidifies. And that's what he did. He went and got underachieved. Instead of getting the 7 rings he promised in Miami with the super team, he got 2 out of 4 years. Then he went back and went to Cleveland and got them one. And it was like, well, yep, see, I could have done this in Cleveland the whole time. Y'all remember he said that on the podcast? I didn't have to go to Miami to be successful. I could have done this in Cleveland. Then why the fuck did you leave Cleveland and go to Miami if you could have done it in Cleveland? All right, y'all. Let's open the phone lines. That was a straight ether. It was a cook session. Ray Daniels, man, sheesh, man. Hey, man, he torched him. Like the title said, he took him behind the shed, man, finished him. He finished him, man. Let me get into some of these comments. It's all good. I hate reminding myself that Robert Horry late game shot rimmed out in game 5. They was literally saying, get the king a ring. Yeah. What kingdom runs from his... Oh, let me see what it says. What king runs from his kingdom? I've been playing chess all week, and my king ain't left the kingdom not one time. Nino, what's good, man? What's your thoughts, man? You got a lot of feedback. What you got going on?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to fix. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead, man. You got about 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think we can give a brother the first shake on this one, man.
All right, I'm listening.
And I gotta say, I'm biased towards the no father game because I don't even know my daddy either. So that's just with that. But that's uncontrollable. He's saying stuff that Bron can't control, and it ain't really making sense. Besides, I do think it might do something with your confidence, but I really don't know that to be a fact. But maybe y'all can speak better on that. But I want to say about the Cleveland part, right? And I don't even like bringing this up, but we all know Bron had to get out of Cleveland. You probably don't know that, but if you think about it, and he's so gangster that we all don't even bring it up no more. So the fact that everybody just forgot all about the antics, the situation where most people probably would have even folded, probably wouldn't even play that last game, which he's accused of quitting. I wouldn't. They would sure enough told me to quit because I wouldn't have showed up at the game. Me and him ain't be on the same court. But anyway, so but I ain't gonna say that you're wrong because you might do have a point of that's why he do things like I say like not trusting the outsiders. He got his little crew and that's what he stick to, and he got his family. But about the Lakers, we getting way off with this LA time. I'm sick of not putting it out there. Do we forget before Kobe got Paul that he had to threaten them folks like, man, listen, man, if y'all don't give me some players, I'm out of here. Do we not forget after that they didn't before because I think Mr. West was gone. They didn't transition and give Kobe a better team to win with at the end of his career. Because do people forget that Kobe was still balling at the end, but they didn't reshape the roster. They didn't know what they was doing. They wasted Kobe last 2 years. Kobe still could have been able to play for a championship. So after that, let's not act like when Bron showed up that he wasn't a big part. He got him AD. AD was injury prone. We all see AD. I didn't know it was gonna be this bad. AD is the reason they got Luka. So let's not act like since the Lakers with the old Jerry West and they getting Kobe and Shaq, they getting Magic and Kareem and Worthy. The White Howard and them left LA playing with Kobe because of the pressure. LA different monster, man. I didn't know it was this bad. So let's not act like LA was still LA. We gonna see. We about to see with this Luka stuff. So we about to see if superstars running there. That's all I'm saying. They wasted Kobe last years now.
Well, they didn't waste Kobe's last years. What Kobe couldn't have led them to a championship in those last years, and he understood that, which is the reason why he said, all right, I'm coming back off this Achilles injury, and I'm gonna try to get back. And once he realized what he had left, he was like, yeah, this ain't me. I'm not Mamba no more right now. I'm not out there hunting. I'm getting hunted. because I'm pretty much on one leg and I'm too old to overcome this thing. So what it looks like was Kobe said, instead of you trying to go and trade all these assets and trade these draft picks to bring me older players to try to make a run at it just to make my legacy good. Since I'm a real Laker and I care about the organization, I'm going to retire Laker. All I want in return is I'm going to stay here for my last 2 years. Y'all going to draft and pile up draft picks so y'all can rebuild once I leave. But my last 2 years, I'm hitting y'all in the head for money because people's going to come watch me play regardless, especially for my farewell tour. So the deal was, we'll pay you, Kobe, but we don't have to pay nobody else because we're drafting Larry Nance Jr., Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, Lonzo Ball, all of these young bucks. We're drafting all these guys, Brandon Ingram, Kuzma. Like, they was able to accumulate all those draft picks by not having to pay older superstars that wanted the same type of contract that Kobe was getting. You pay Kobe and you build this roster, and then when I retire, you're in good shape. Because now you got cap space and draft picks that you done brought in over the last 2 or 3 years that I've been here. That's what it looks like when you don't hold the organization hostage because you care about them. But what Steph Curry and Draymond and Steve Kerr and what LeBron is doing with the Lakers, what the Warriors and Lakers is doing, is they're holding their organizations hostage by saying, my last 2 years I must be competing. Even though I can't even get you over the hump and over the top no more. You must overpay for all of these old guys like Jimmy Butler. You must overpay so I can hold y'all hostage and say, I'm selfish. My legacy means more than the future of this organization. Kobe was a real Laker. And he learned that by other real Lakers. The Warriors, it's their first time being champions. Draymond, Steve Kerr, and Steph Curry, they don't understand what it takes for what Kobe just did for the Lakers. They don't understand that they need to release the responsibility of the organization of trying to build around them for the last 2 years of his freaking season. Steph Curry is 37 years old. LeBron's 41. What do you mean build around him? So no, they didn't waste Kobe's last 2 years.
I'm saying, I said the last few years.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
I mean, before
after he tore his Achilles, what was?
No, I'm talking about before that, man.
Okay, hold on. And before that, they tried. They brought in Steve Nash and Dwight Howard. It didn't work. They tried. Dwight Howard showed up with a bad back, and it took him 3 years and several surgeries to get it right.
Man, you watch basketball. Do you remember Mike? You don't remember Kobe and Mike D'Antoni getting into it about that?
It doesn't matter. They tried. Just because you're trying to win doesn't mean it's going to work every single time. They tried. They did what it was out the field. They was trying to figure out what to do. They brought in D'Antoni, They thought Steve Nash and D'Antoni would work together. And then they brought in Dwight Howard. And Dwight Howard back was jacked up, and Steve Nash was done too. And D'Antoni got a whack system that don't fit a 35, 36-year-old Kobe. It just didn't work, dog. But hold on. We're off subject because the subject is not Kobe.
Yeah,
the subject is LeBron. He's holding the Lakers hostage. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact now.
Okay, that's a fact.
What are you talking about now?
He's holding the NBA hostage. That's a fact. Like we supposed to been stop talking about LeBron and caring if he made All-Star, and we were supposed to be talking about SGA and Edwards and them dudes. Steph Curry is supposed to be done. LeBron's supposed to be done. So yeah, he's holding the NBA hostage. Yes, he has daddy issues. Yes, the fact that you would give your son a handout is daddy issues. You should have had him. You should have had him. If you wanted him to play and be ready for the league, you should have did what Carmelo Anthony is doing with Cayenne and said, it's more important that I have you ready because your dream is to be in the league. My job is to help you get there. And instead of him making Bronny ready for the league so he can get there and earn it, he gave him a spot. And Carmelo Anthony actually retired and said, I'm gonna dedicate your junior and senior year to me helping you personally, not hiring Gilbert Arenas to train you for 2 weeks. And then had Gilbert Arenas come back and say, "Oh yeah, he ready." Like Gilbert, that was the final thing that Gilbert Arenas said after he dealt with Bronny for a little while and he was training him and 2 other guys. He came back and LeBron was like, "What you think?" "Oh yeah. He's a Bugatti. He's ready." Lied to him. The Emperor's new clothes. LeBron out there butt naked. He telling him, "You got an invisible gown on. You got on an invisible gown here." A bunch of yes men. "Oh yeah, King. Yeah, King. That's a fly outfit." And he butt naked out there in the parade. Emperor's new clothes. Right? That's what he told him. Yeah. He ready. Send him on. Yeah, send him to USC. He ready. Meanwhile, he really getting his son Elijah ready in real life. Now who look more ready? Cayenne Anthony, Elijah, or freaking Bronny? Or he had 2 opportunities at this, Bronny and Bryce. And when you look at all these other dudes, Rondo's son right now is probably like
them Boozer boys. Yeah,
Boozer got his son ready. They retired, got his son ready. Rondo retired, got his son ready. Rondo's son in 8th grade and better than Bronny.
I agree. Go
look at Rondo right now. Boozer boys are ready. Elijah appear to be ready. Cayenne is 100% definitely ready. He's still a freshman.
Cayenne ready.
And guess what? He still got to grow into his body. And by the time he's a junior, because I don't think he's gonna come out till he's a junior, because he actually likes college, and and he's probably getting NIL as well. He's probably taking this college experience for what it really is, and getting his game ready, because when he get in the league, he wants to be 100% ready. He's not gonna come out as a freshman just because he can. He's gonna actually have his game ready, and he's gonna show up. His body's gonna be ready. The jump shot is gonna be there. The dude can ball. The dude can ball. That's a real hooper, right? But this is the dude that couldn't make McDonald's All-American, even though he was the daggone player of the year in Jersey or New York. He was the player of the year in New York and didn't make All-American. And here it is, Bronny was on the outside of the top 100 2 weeks before they announced the McDonald's All-American. And then when they announced the McDonald's All-American, all of a sudden he's on the team.
You right, man. I mean, it's on point. Now you make a lot of good points.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
That's daddy issues, bro.
Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know. That's why I just said now I got it.
Yeah.
I'm on the back seat. I don't really know because I ain't had no daddy either. So I'll be freestyling too. So y'all might let us know something. So maybe you do got it, Well, I'm just saying. So you might be right, man. I'm just saying. I was trying to learn a lesson too, because we probably will miss some stuff,
Hey, man.
But I appreciate you. I'm tuned in, man.
All right, no doubt, man. Appreciate the call.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's get a couple more calls in. Dwayne, I see your message, man. You can call back, big dog. Caller from Texas, what's good?
Hey, brother, man, what's going on?
What's up?
Hey, man. See, this is a hard one. I've been saying this for a long time.
Yeah.
About this bum. Anyway, and I don't want to make it like this thing, but jokers need to go back and look at Boys in the Hood and remember what Furious said. You watch what's gonna happen to them. You watch what's gonna happen to them. And that's the thing that people don't understand. There's a difference when you have a father that can hold you to a standard versus not. And I'm not trying to make it I'm not trying to have that, Oprah conversation or whatever, but like there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? And it's not his fault. That's one thing I will agree with Nino on. It's not his fault. But, if you don't recognize after a certain time, you got to understand, you know what I'm saying? You being if all you can say is you raise a Nepo child or whatever, what happens when God forbid something happens to the treasure? Like what do you like, you know what I'm saying? is your kid gonna be able to hustle like you had to hustle? I mean, I can say, I'll give LeBron credit for a couple things. He absolutely hustled. He kept his nose down when it was his time in high school and middle school. He was doing a lot of hustling.
Right.
I'm talking about, because you remember, what was that dude's name? It was Eddie something or other, who was the guy that was supposed to be the next. I forget that dude's name. He's the one that challenged Kobe at one of them camps.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
yeah,
right?
the name will come to me.
Lenny
Cook. Lenny Cook.
Yeah. He was supposed to be the next, and LeBron was behind him. But LeBron kept and Carmelo, they kept their noses clean. You know what I'm saying? They kept it down, and Lenny blew it. He blew the bag. He started listening to his the press and the hype and all this other stuff, and not realizing it's a job. I give that to LeBron. He treated it like a job. I give him that. But like his son is at the end of the bench, and he's got a guaranteed contract.
Sheesh.
That makes no sense. And the reason it doesn't make sense is that dude at the end of the bench, like I think what was that white dude's name that used to challenge people?
Dalton Connect.
Italian man. No, the Sabrini. Scalabrini.
Yeah.
He would tell people, and people didn't want to listen to him, hey, that dude at the end of the bench will bust your ass. That dude at the end of that bench is a great player. He's just he's having to wait his turn or whatever. There are all kinds of situations. He's a role player at this point. Okay, but you're looking at him because he's at the end of the bench like you think he's a bum. No, that dude's a professional. That's what he does. That's what he's been doing. He's got the skills. And what I think people don't understand is that Bronny is sitting at that end of the bench and he's comfortable being at the end of the bench. There's no way you should be sitting there with a guaranteed contract going, I'm good where I'm at.
Do you think if LeBron retires this year and
I hopefully he does,
and LeBron and Bronny ends up on another team somehow, maybe he get traded because they're not
hypothetical.
Going
okay, I got you.
Let's say he's involved in some trade that they make to try to get Luka more help.
Right.
Do you think he's gonna fight for those roster spots on another team without his dad being in the league? Like, do you think he got to fight in him, or you think this is?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't understand. He has no fight. He doesn't have the experience. He doesn't have the experience of having to fight for anything. It's always been given to him. So there's no fighting. There's no dog. I mean, there's no fighting that dog.
Maybe it is, but he just ain't had to do it. I mean, maybe when it comes to fight or flight, maybe he'll fight.
Nah,
it's possible. No, it's possible. It's possible, but we'll never know if his dad keeps giving him stuff.
He grew up in this time. He grew up in this time period. He knows about the internet. He knows what he's a meme. He knows he's a meme. He knows that people look at him as trash as a player. Like, I mean, they look at him as, you're a nepo dude. There's you got no business being here. You should be playing Call of Duty or something online or whatever you think you're good at. But the thing is, if you knew that was what they said, and you talked about Kobe before, people forget how Kobe was getting clowned and how he was being treated when he first came in. And everybody think it's like it was always a fantasy, always great. No, he had to struggle. He had to fight his own teammates. Like I'm saying, he was alienated from his own teammates.
He was definitely fighting.
Mentally tough enough.
Yeah,
he was mentally tough enough to keep his head down.
Yeah,
do what he needed to do, get himself right. There is no signs whatsoever that that's what's going on with Bronny.
Yeah, this dude, Kobe showed up and had a coach that didn't want to play him. Because he was not only because he was a rookie, but also because he was a high schooler. Then he had
straight out of high school.
Then he had 2 all-star veterans in front of him at the guard position.
Yep.
Right. Then the team belonged to Shaq. Right. On top of coming off the bench and airballing 3 3-pointers in the playoff game as a rookie and having that embarrassment on him. This dude was dealing with all of that and came back the next year and made All-Star as a bench player.
Right.
In it the dunk contest as a rookie, won it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like this is a different type. That's a different type of dude.
Because he was raised around it. He understood. He like when people are saying something to him, he wasn't weak in the mind where he's like, oh, this, this, that, and oh, go do this. Like, dude, hold on. My father played in the NBA. My dad made mistakes in the NBA. I know what that path leads to. Playing in Italy, where I grew up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's like, dude, there's really like these people up here talking about, all this stuff. Man, he knew stuff that other people, these jokers that were ahead of him, didn't know. He's like, he used to work out with the Sixers when he was growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He grew up with like Lucas, and people forget about Lucas. He was a great coach when with the Spurs and all that, but before that, he was a great player.
Yeah,
that dude was he made a lot of mistakes, drugs and stuff like that. So he's seen all this. He knows all this stuff. But I'm saying when it comes to this situation, I agree with the producer who was saying what he said. Bottom line, like he needs to go. Like this is, we've been saying this for a minute anyway, but I mean, like the whole way that the story's been crafted, they're losing control of that. The narrative, that it's out of their hands at this point, because once he opted in to that player part, he made up the Lakers' mind for him. They're like, oh, okay, that's where you want to play it. Gotcha. So we're gonna see you out the door, one way or the other.
There you go.
Right? We're gonna see you out the door, and we're gonna move on to something else. And now, personally, I mean, look like you were saying about the Lakers and the Warriors. Look at what they're doing. They're investing in all these old players and all this old stuff. Got the worst defenses. Can't stop anybody. You got stars who can't move and slide their feet. You know what I'm saying? You got Luka, the human cone, and then you got LeBron, who don't give a damn about playing defense and hasn't for 10 years. He's been coaching for 10 years, not doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And then, I mean, it's all, but to me, the problem I have with him, one of the main problems is narrative stuff. Always narrative. People don't look at the facts. I was looking up some facts. Check this out. Since 2007 All-Stars, Dwayne Wade, Bosh, and LeBron had been NBA starters in the East until I think it was like 2013 or something like that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So think about that. Since 2000, so his teammates end up being in 2010, end up being two other dudes he's been all-star starters with the whole time.
Yeah,
since 2007.
Yeah, that's wild.
Now just think about some punk. But think what kind of career oh boy out of Michigan. Dang on it. Chris. Why am I? I'm tired. You know what I'm talking about. Played for the Kings. Dang on it. Come on, man. You help me here. Fab Five. I know. Come on, man.
Chris Webber.
Who is it? Who am I talking to? There you. Thank you, Webber. If think what had happened had he had the pick of the litter for an all-star in the West, what it would have looked like for him?
Oh yeah, it definitely would have been different.
Just as an example.
Yeah, in that time,
Tracy McGrady.
No, in that time frame, it would have looked like if Chris Webber was the Bosh, then he would go find Kobe to be his LeBron, and then D Wade would be Ray Allen or something like that. So if you had Kobe, Ray Allen, and Webber in that time frame,
or even Ray Allen.
Yeah,
think about that.
Yeah, for sure.
He would at least have what KG ended up having in Chicago.
Sure. All right,
but we don't. But I got you. Hey, great show. Everybody hit that like button, and I'll talk to you later, brother.
All right, man. I appreciate the call.
All right, got it.
All right, we got time for maybe two more quick ones. Caller from Texas, what's up?
Hey, what's up, brother? You good?
Yeah. What's popping with you?
Man, not too much, bro. Look, I just think this. I mean, hey, what's the old dude name? What's the R&B producer name? What's his name?
Ray Daniels.
Ray Daniels, right? I'm saying I think it's a stretch for anybody to be listening to Mr. Ray Daniels about anything that's sports related. Like I'm saying, bro, what year did it start, bro? When we start talking about sports and we start talking about how a nigga parent his kids.
When it becomes relevant, I guess.
Like so that's it. So because I when I was coming up, nigga, it was you clean around your doorstep, nigga. I clean around mine. So I just don't understand the like I'm saying, is that even necessary though? Like
it might not be necessary, but sometimes it becomes.
We talk about the sport.
Sometimes it becomes relevant, you know. And he was talking about the sport. He was talking about making moves to
somebody not having a daddy becomes relevant. Like I ain't never heard that becoming relevant in sports, bro. Like who all like do you know? I'm saying, give me the list of dudes who don't have fathers. Or do we just pay attention to that with LeBron? And then go behind. Bro, hey, bro, I'm saying, if I asked you, hey, bro, how was Michael Jordan as a father? Like, what would your answer be? Your answer should be, nigga, I don't know, nigga, none of my fucking business, nigga. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, but
no.
dudes are
no, because that's not an equivalent situation. I mean, in this situation, what Ray was saying is the moves that
go ahead.
The moves that he was making was not moves that someone that is used to being challenged and accepting challenges as a youth, and that comes from fatherhood, and that doesn't come from motherhood in most cases, right? You know, so pointing it out was relevant.
You cool with that? You cool with that nigga said? I'm saying, bro, you cool with it when somebody said something like that?
I think I made my point about what I felt about him making that comment when I started discussing it right after he said it. So I think I was clear about that.
I just heard you say he had daddy issues, and I'm trying to figure out what's daddy issues.
Did you watch the whole? Did you watch the whole? Did you watch the whole thing? Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I came in like halfway.
Yeah, you missed the whole thing there.
I heard the daddy issue. No, I'm just saying, is daddy issues mean you grow up without a father?
No, daddy issues is when the absence of your father creates issues that show up in your adulthood.
Like, come on, bro. Bro, where you turn to Dr. Phil?
Hey, man, we can chew gum and walk at the same time. You know, we can discuss sports and also discuss the psychology of a player as well.
Yeah, bro, but the psychology of how somebody parent? Y'all keep trying to.
They don't have anything to do with parenting.
Yes, it does. When a dude saying, when a dude talking about LeBron get Britne on, nigga, that's parenting.
That's not parenting.
Then what is it?
That's him getting his son an opportunity. That's not parenting. That's not parenting.
The man say, because the man at the end say, yeah, he love his kids the same way LeBron love. He said he gave him a career. I'm saying LeBron is. I'm saying LeBron is his dad, bro.
Right.
Like that's what I mean. Let
me ask you this, John. So, do you think in the professional setting in the NBA that LeBron is parenting his kid? You think that's he's parenting?
I think the decision for him to be there is about LeBron being his parent.
All right, bet. So I'm glad you said that. So, in what professional setting?
I said this before.
In what professional setting is parenting supposed to be happening?
Man, bro, I'm not with all that, bro. Like, hey, bro, me, you know, bro. Hey, listen, bro.
Nah, you got to answer that though, young. You got to answer that. And what?
I will,
and what
bro.
professional setting is parenting supposed to be
I'm gonna say
happening?
none. I'm gonna say none. I'm gonna say none that I know of.
All right. Hold on. Now that you say that, so but when we see,
hold on, bro, let me say one thing. Let me say one thing, bro.
No, it's a line of questioning right now.
Go ahead.
So if we both agree that LeBron is parenting his son in a professional setting that's also in a public eye, and when we see you parenting him in the professional setting, we can't comment on what you're doing. I mean, if you don't want nobody to comment on your parenting, then stop parenting in the NBA. You're not supposed to be parenting in the NBA.
Bro, I haven't heard nothing from Bron and Bronny this whole year.
Listen, bro, I ain't brought my son to work not one time. I did 21 years in the Navy. He ain't never came to work with me.
Hey, bro, I get that, bro.
I ain't never gotten in a situation to where I got to be a parent at work. I'm not parenting at work.
Hey, bro, I get what you're saying.
For you to say no one can talk.
LeBron is different, bro. LeBron not you.
But for
LeBron chose another road.
For you to talk about, listen, for you to talk about that we can't discuss parenting, but LeBron can actually parent is crazy.
Hey, bro, this called man down sports, bro. Like you, bro. I'm saying, on what sports shows have you ever tuned in, bro? Where niggas is talking about how a nigga parents
and what sports what sports arena have you seen a professional athlete parent?
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you taking it, bro. Listen, bro. LeBron is in a like a position of power, bro, and he flex, bro. Like that's it. Like, it's whether you would do it or you wouldn't. No matter what you choose, bro. I don't think the other side should be ridiculed or critiqued because they chose the other way. Like,
when it's relevant, I think critique is necessary. I mean, we critique everything.
Hold on, and bro, I just want you to understand this, bro. And this is probably why LeBron look at it the way he does, bro. Like, they didn't do LeBron no favors, bro. Like that's the way y'all want to present it, bro. Y'all want to present it like because y'all need to make up y'all mind. Because did he make them draft him, or they do it, or did they just do him a solid?
What you think?
Because no, I'm talking about drafting Bronny.
Like, what you think? What you think? You think if LeBron wasn't on the Lakers,
y'all saying the gratitude. We already went over that, man. I'm asking.
If LeBron was not on the Lakers, who you think draft Bronny? As a freshman, averaging 4.6 points a game with a heart issue. Who you think?
Remember, teams wanted him.
No. I'm okay. So what team without LeBron being on the Lakers? If LeBron was retired, which team is jumping out there to draft Bronny, averaging 4.6 points as a freshman with a heart issue?
I don't know who would have took a flyer on him, bro. Like I don't know.
So okay, so now that the Lakers did it, why you think the Lakers did it? Because if you let the way you saying it, like the Lakers did it because they wanted the athlete Bronny. That's what you saying,
bro. I know why they did it.
Why they do it?
Revenue.
Okay, so even if Bronny wasn't there, even if LeBron wasn't on the Lakers, you think the Lakers would have drafted Bronny for revenue?
No.
Okay.
No.
Now we're going somewhere.
I'm saying it adds to the story that LeBron is still in the league.
Right. So LeBron has to be on the team to draft Bronny, which means the key reason why they drafted Bronny is because LeBron was there. Now we get in
conjunction with the revenue, bro.
Yeah, but the revenue,
billionaires ain't doing no favors.
The revenue is not there if LeBron is not there, correct?
Say it again?
The revenue is not going to be there if LeBron is not there, correct? Yes. So LeBron leveraged himself. LeBron leveraged himself to make sure his son got drafted, and then he made sure he got a 4-year contract, and then he made sure that he didn't travel with the G League team. This
bro,
is everything
first
we
of all,
saying.
first of all, bro, you forgetting, bro. That was a rumor about the not traveling with the G League team because remember,
That was
as
true.
soon as he traveled, he dropped. As soon as he traveled, he dropped 38.
No, it was true.
Like,
it was true until everybody on social media, everybody on these podcasts was talking about it. Like it was true. It was true for about 3 weeks.
Y'all, bro, he don't give a damn about no social media.
Oh, that ain't true. That ain't true.
Nigga, he doing it. Hey, bro, he just had him draft Bronny.
That ain't true.
He nigga JJ Redick is the coach.
Why did he say he wanted his damn respect after he got that bubble ring? Why he said he wanted his respect after he got the bubble ring? Because he's paying attention to what they're saying.
Demanding respect, bro. Hey, bro, demanding respect.
He's
nigga ain't asking for nothing. Black people
paying
demand
attention
respect
to everything everybody is saying, bro, and you know it.
You say what?
Shout out to Charmaine for being here on her first live, man. Welcome. Yeah. He's paying attention.
He do what?
He's paying attention to everything people are saying because it bothers him. I mean, that's obvious. That's obvious.
Okay, bro. I'm saying, bro, they help you sleep at night. Okay, that's good. If you think LeBron hearing what you say. But what I'm saying is that if he hearing it, nigga, I'm saying he must don't give a damn, nigga, because he still do what he do.
Yeah, but that ain't the point I'm trying to make. I can care less.
What's the point you trying to make?
I can care less about that point. You make that point, good. I love it. I love that point you just made.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that
ain't the point I'm trying to make.
But if he's still doing what he want to do, like I'm saying, how impactful is all the scatterbutt, nigga, and all the white noise.
That ain't the point I'm trying to make. What's
the point you trying to make?
I mean, what is the show about? What did I say before I opened the phone lines up? I didn't say anything about my point wasn't that LeBron cares what we say. That wasn't my point. Go back to what my point was. Now
what's your point?
We talking about the points you trying to make. You supposed to be calling to address what I said, not the other way around.
Hey, bro, I addressed it. I addressed it. I think it's I mean, borderline some female shit, nigga, to be talking about how another nigga parent.
You think it's borderline female to do that? That's fine.
Yeah, bro. Y'all talking about a dude don't got a dude didn't have a father. He should be celebrated, nigga, for what he did, nigga, growing up without a father.
Yeah, that's not. See,
that's what dudes do. That's what dudes do. Even kill who don't do no hate.
Hold on. If that was the point I was trying to make, if I was trying to make the point that we should be celebrated, I would have made that point. That wasn't the point. The point is the moves that
you make your point. Why you trying to get me to make your point?
The moves that he has made. The moves that he had made.
I'm going to get your point.
Well, you cut me off as well, and we know how that's going.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, the moves that he's making, especially when it comes to how he got his son a handout. Those are not moves that a man that was raised by a man who didn't give handouts and who challenged him and who made him earn things. Then he would probably follow suits and do the same thing for his son. But since he didn't have that type of upbringing, then he would probably go the route of giving out a handout. That's the point I was trying to make, and you can't deny that.
I can't deny that, bro. Because just because you come up with your daddy, bro, nigga, bro. Hey, bro, it's dudes that come up with their daddy that's mama boys too.
Okay, and what and
that's what I'm saying.
How does that address my point? How does that address my point?
Because, bro, you say because y'all trying to y'all use it
young disciple.
Y'all using something
listen to what I'm saying.
Control.
Listen to what I'm saying, because the way you deal with things, what people say, is not a manly way either. Don't put me on no couch, bro. I don't need to be on no couch, bro. Don't psychoanalyze me. Okay, I won't psychoanalyze it, but of course we Gucci. But listen to what I'm saying. Let me land the plane. Listen, when me and you are in our if it's just me and you, and you know what I'm saying, we handling some stuff we disagree with, right? It's just me and you. There's no audience. We're not on the podcast. It's just me and you. It's a manly way we go handle certain things, and it's another way that we handle some things sometimes that we might have gotten passed down to us from being raised by a mom. I was raised by a single mom. My dad died when I was 8. Right. So it's some things that I learned, and I had 3 sisters older than me as well. So it's some things that I learned
Bro, me too.
Listen to what I'm saying, yo. It's some things that I learned from women that now that, once I start getting older and being so around more mentors and manly men and stuff like that, I start realizing I'm not supposed to have that in my mentality. That, it's not a disrespectful thing to say that, dang, man, I learned that behavior from a woman. I learned that from my mom. Not being calm and being high strung and fussing and going back and forth. Like, it's some things, the way we go back and forth is a way that men do it, and it's a way that women do it. All right, so my point is this. I made the point that what LeBron does is it specifically talking about how he handled this Bronny situation. What Ray Daniels said is that someone raised by a man that challenged him and that taught him a different way more than likely would not handle it that way. Your response to that was saying, and this is not you trying to understand what I said or what Ray Daniels said. This is you arguing. This is what I learned from my sisters and my mom. I had to purge that out of my behavior. I used to do stuff like this in arguments, bring up something else, and they don't even have shit to do with it, right? Your response to me saying that what LeBron did, he probably wouldn't have done if a man would have raised him and taught him a better way. And your point was there are people who was raised by men who do that too. How does that address? How does that address what I said about LeBron or what Ray said about LeBron? That was a detour. Listen. Hold on.
Logic, bro.
You're undecipherable.
That's flawed logic, bro.
No, that's not.
That's what it is.
That's not flawed logic.
But it is flawed, bro.
Just because you
because
listen.
LeBron
Hold on.
Bro, LeBron, daddy could have been there, and LeBron chose the same decision he chose right now, bro.
Listen what I'm saying. Just because you can find a straw man argument or find an exception to
that ain't a straw man argument, bro. What y'all doing is a straw man argument.
What you're doing right now, not allowing me to talk. You see how I get quiet when you start screaming?
Quiet for the last 5 minutes.
Okay,
but go ahead, bro.
But listen what I'm saying. You don't supposed to bring up a straw man or some exception to the rule thinking you go prove the point wrong. The point, you're not even addressing the point. The point is what LeBron did is beta male injury, beta male tendencies, and also some things that he probably didn't learn.
Beta male tendencies.
Yes, and stuff that he probably didn't learn from a man. Like, I'm not going to teach my son to give his son a handout because I'm not giving my son a handout. Right,
bro, that's you.
No. You just did it again. You just did it again.
Me putting my son on, bro. That's not beta male, bro.
You just did it again, dog. You just did it again. You can't even address the point. You can't address the point.
Bro, that is the point, bro. You making a new argument. You making a new argument. You just said that's beta male. All right. You just said that, bro.
All right. I can't do it. All right. You done?
Like, what are you talking about, bro?
You done?
I'm addressing what you saying.
Are you done?
Unless you telling me that the words that you saying don't matter, bro.
Bro, I just try to break it down. I gave you real game. I gave you real game when you ain't know how to play it. I guess you gonna have to play lotto.
Listen, bro.
No, you gonna have to play lotto, dog.
Listen, bro. I don't agree. Hey, my nigga. Bro. I don't agree with that, bro. That's coming from a dude who didn't grow up with his daddy.
All right.
So
hey, finish your point. You got 5 seconds. I don't agree with that. You got 5 seconds. 4, 3.
5 seconds for what?
2.
Nigga, I'm Gucci. 1. Nigga, I don't never need no 5 seconds. Nigga.
All right. I bid you a good night, sir. Thank you. All right. I'll take one more call. That 850 number, I think that's Florida. You can call back. As a matter of fact, I'll call you. This something I usually don't do. I'll call you.
Hello.
Caller from Florida. You on live with Man Down Sports. What's up?
Yeah, man. Yeah, your boy is on one, bro. He'll do anything to defend LeBron James. That old man need to go on back, man. He didn't fell in. He didn't got too many people trapped in a La Brea tar pit out there in California. You know, all them old dinosaurs used to come around and drop right on into that debris tar pit.
What?
Yeah, he just set up that trap wall up, man.
Oh.
I mean, he like back in the age of the dinosaurs, we had the Tyrannosaurus Rex. You had the
Bro,
Brontosaurus.
how we talking about dinosaurs, man? What you got on the LeBron topic, dog?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's the old man in the era, man, and he think he can run things his way.
Okay, I
just-
got you. I got what you going. I'm picking up what you laying down. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a wordplay on his name, LeBronosaurus. So you know what I'm saying? He's just lumbering around the NBA, man. He ain't fast no more, not really, not like he used to be. He ain't that. He's not. He's not that star he used to be.
Mm.
But also, man, have you heard about the thoughts of his agent signing my boy out of
Giannis?
Yeah, Giannis.
I heard a little bit about it. Yeah.
What do you think? You think he's going to extend? You get an extension out of LA?
Sheesh, man. On the LeBron topic, you came in and switched it to Giannis. Come on, dog. I'll probably talk about it maybe tomorrow. I might talk about that Giannis thing tomorrow. Yeah, for sure. I don't have any thoughts on it right now because I don't know the whole thing of it. I haven't looked into it. So I want to look into it first. I mean, so from what I'm hearing, what did he say? Did he want to sign Giannis to Clutch Sports? Is that what he said? He want to represent him?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's been talking with Giannis, and the thoughts are that he's trying to bring him to LA and trying to get LeBron an extension, and the three of them, him, Luka, and Giannis, hook up, and then he go out riding off into the sunset. You think he can probably make that? He make them that LA.
Nah, man. Not with that extension Luka just signed, plus the $50 million that's on the books for LeBron.
That's what I'm saying.
The only way that's gonna be able to happen is if they do it this summer, while LeBron's a free agent, and LeBron's contract falls off the books, and Giannis signs, and you got two max players with Giannis and Luka, and then LeBron signs for like the vet minimum, which I doubt he'll do. I just don't see that happening. So, I got to look into it. I might do a show about it tomorrow, man. But appreciate the call, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, thank you. Yep. All right, y'all. I got more topics. We was on that one too long. I did get super chats as well. Nino said, let's go at the beginning of the show. LeBron is a follower, not a leader. Got a pair D Rose 1 signed by Kirk Heinrich. Kirk did play with D Rose, yeah. D Rose and Dane. So you must have been at the ceremony when they retired his jersey. LeBron even got a losing record in the All-Star game. Yeah, boy, y'all so daggone stupid with his personally handpicked teams. Lord have mercy. Yeah, he just be taking them L's, don't he? Interesting. All right, one more call. Let's go. One more call. Caller from California. What's up? Hold on. Let me turn this Bluetooth up.
How's it going?
Caller from California. What's up? Who this?
It's Dante.
What's popping?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's good?
Here to talk about this dude, man. I watched this guy's whole journey. The thing that bothers me is people don't talk about how he played point guard at 6'9", his first 4 years, dunking on little dudes and still losing.
Yeah.
They don't want to bring that up.
Yeah.
They don't want to bring up the fact the only reason why he's in LA is because he thinks he's going to dim Kobe shine, and it's never going to happen.
Yeah, he tried.
Because, see, he was never compared to Jordan because Kobe was in his way. So he did the powder thing just like Jordan, took Jordan's number. That ain't work. So let me go after Kobe. I'm going to go to LA. I'm going to try to get some rings and get my 2 numbers put up in the banners like his, and they're going to forget. No, we not. No, we not. And these little kids, I don't know. It's just amazing. I've never seen a player been attacked like Kobe, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. It's interesting, but it's the same thing as being a lion in the jungle and there's a bunch of monkeys in the trees chirping at you. I don't think lions really pay attention to stuff like that, though.
Right. True. Because now their argument is Tim Duncan was better than Kobe. And my thing is, you guys need to take into consideration skill. How can LeBron James be the GOAT of basketball and he can barely dribble a basketball?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I mean, he may be the greatest glue player ever. Because I mean, if you put the right pieces around him, you're going to be successful. But just him, he's not the factor, and people need to stop. And I don't want to talk your ear off, man. I just wanted to get that out.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Nah, for sure. I appreciate the call, man. I get you on the next one.
No problem.
All right, thank you.
All righty.
Yep.
Later.
All right, that was last phone call, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, like the stream, share the stream. We got 2 more topics, y'all. So I'm gonna try to get this over with. But let's move to Kevin Garnett. First of all, let me take this phone line off. All right, so Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, KG. Of course, KG and Paul Pierce got the podcast together, but now Paul Pierce has a podcast with Danny Green as well. So it's a couple of things that Paul Pierce and Danny Green mentioned recently, I think last week, and their podcast is called No Fouls Given. Right, so Danny Green, Paul Pierce, and another moderator that they got. They talked about the world, the All-Star, represented by the world, which is going to be SGA, Jokic, Wemby, Luka, and Giannis. I mean, and Paul Pierce said that's the top 5 players in the league. The top 5 players in the league are represented by the world in the All-Star game. So his premise is that the world has definitely caught up with the U.S. as far in terms of basketball at the top level. And then they started talking about how if you got the top 5 players in the NBA being Euros, and then you got the last 8 years of MVPs, I think Embiid's got 1, SGA got 1, Jokic got 3. Right, so 3 for Jokic, Embiid, SGA, that's 5, and Giannis got 2 or 3, I think. Right, so the last 8 MVPs have been Euro players or world players, non-USA players. So you got the last 8 MVPs and the top 5 players in the league are Euros, and he said, "What does that say about us as the U.S.?" And they threw a couple of ideas out there, and some of them I'm not rocking with. And I think toward the end, they kind of got close to what I think this means. And I'll play for you what they said.
When you look at how the format of the All-Star game is, and you look at it's going to be international versus American, it's literally the top 5 players in the league versus the Americans.
And then maybe the other whoever else they add on that.
It's a big world out there.
The world is better than us at the top.
If you want
a doubt,
if you want to add all countries outside of America together, yes,
is better than us at the top.
Yeah.
Like we're unable to produce an MVP player for years. It's been almost half a decade. More like
who's
half
the last American that
Harden
won?
probably.
Yeah.
Over almost a decade.
That's
what is that
9
saying
years.
about like our
We can get Ant on there though. We can get Ant in there.
man? What is that saying about like our
Yeah. But again, it depends.
our basketball?
If
in
you go
America?
by your stat, I feel like Canadians should be kind of like
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like
they
Shea went to college. Like he from
Went to
here, yeah.
University of Kentucky.
I feel like when I'm in Canada, I feel like I'm at the United Nations.
Man.
Like come
So
on.
Russ Harden, 2018.
2018.
It's almost been a decade since an
Wow.
American player.
8 years. So
Oh man.
I think
What are we doing wrong?
I just hate our culture in terms of grassroots. I think we got a fucked up culture in terms of developing players.
It's too businessy.
Yeah, the way that they do it in Europe, where it's like you go to an academy, and you gotta learn how to read and do basic math and all of that. But it's like your job is basketball.
I just think,
and we teaching you skills and all of that kind of thing.
I'm with you, and I
think
agree.
the academy system is just
what David
better.
West said was very, was some gold. But I think we have some players that have the talent, man. I just think the IQ is just not there yet.
But I think that's part of it. It's how the game is taught.
Yeah,
you're not taught to really train your IQ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you get these skill coaches, and you play your 12 AAU games a day.
Maybe I just think they value the young generation values different shit, man. Like
in terms of I know what you're saying.
It's just they spoiled.
Yeah, they don't. The care factor is not there like it was back in like they're not as passionate or obsessive of the game.
That's a lie.
Like the Europeans are.
Yeah,
that's not true.
They value different. Like what I'm saying. It's cool to do
that struggle ain't
weird
there.
shit.
That struggle ain't there no more.
I think part of it too is that what gets rewarded is individual play.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you talk about IQ, that's not just kicking somebody's ass in a one-on-one basketball game and scoring. Like we need that, and every team needs that. That's a valuable commodity. But in terms of being a well-rounded basketball player, you got to do more than that.
Yeah.
And it feels like that's kind of just intrinsic to the European game. It's just like a team concept in terms of how they approach the game. And
that's not true either.
Most of these guys, whether you're talking about a Wemby or a Jokic, even Luka to an extent, these guys like know how to play unselfishly, get off the ball, read the court.
Get off the ball.
All the fundamentals. They know how to pass well, they know how to shoot. Maybe not defense, but offensively, they know all the skills very well. They all play as if they're a point guard, and they're smart enough to be a point guard at every position.
Okay, that's a key thing he said. He said maybe not defensively. So he already just split half the court in half and said, yeah, they're not known for this defense part. So that part of the game they're not even talking about. So they're only talking about offensive. And then when they talk about offense, he said they all play like point guards. They know how to play point guard. And here's the difference between the Euros and the USA. USA players aren't trained to play like when you come up as a USA player and you're a top athlete or a top scorer, then that's what you become, a scorer. And we put most scorers off the ball because it really don't make a lot of sense to take your best scorer and give him the ball because he's thinking like I've been top scorer on every team I've been on since I was 8. So I know how to get the ball and put it in the hole. So when you got a player who, as soon as he get the ball, his mind is on scoring, you don't let him start the play because now nobody's ever going to touch the ball, right? That just don't make sense. So our American players, when they become really great scorers, they play off the ball. Kevin Durant off the ball. Anthony Edwards off the ball, Jason Tatum off the ball, Jaylen Brown off the ball, Steph Curry off the ball, Klay Thompson off the ball, Tim Duncan off the ball, Rasheed Wallace off the ball, Garnett off the ball, Paul Pierce off the ball. I don't understand these pros don't understand it. I think they do because they're pros, but they don't want to come out and just say it. They want to go with what the popular narrative has been, right? They know it's unorthodox for Luka and Jokic to be on the ball. Now, as far as American players, who started this on the ball and also being the best scorer on the team, it started with LeBron. And then it got down to Harden and Westbrook, which makes them fall right in line with what the Euros do. Now, when you're a great offensive player in America, you off the ball. Jason Tatum. Now, can you do stuff with the ball? Yes. But what would Boston look like if Jason Tatum ran Luka's system where he's the point guard? If Jason Tatum was the point guard and Boston wanted to have 4 shooters around the three-point line with Jason Tatum in the middle with the ball at the top of the key and we just run high screen and roll, Boston probably would not have a championship. Because what the heck was Drew Holiday going to do in that offense if Jason Tatum decided to be the point guard? Now I expect Drew Holiday to put up 8 threes a game as the shooting guard. What would Jaylen Brown do if Jason Tatum always had the ball every play? I would have to expect him to catch and shoot threes, and he'll probably put up 8 a game. So I got Drew Holiday and Jaylen Brown both becoming 3-point shooters in this offense that Jason Tatum's running point guard in. But the numbers for Jason Tatum will be phenomenal because he will be averaging 30 points, 8, 9 assists, and 10 rebounds. He was already getting 10 rebounds. But that's not a formula for winning, right? So what's really going on is they're measuring MVPs and whoever the media says the top 5 players. They say is Wemby, they say is Jokic, SGA, Luka, Wemby, Giannis. They say that's the top 5. That's what the media says. But really, when you look at MVPs as Euros because they play triple-double basketball. And triple-doubles is winning MVPs now. So MVPs is on this side, and then whoever the media says the top 5 is on this side. But the player who's getting the gold medals and the championship rings is on this side, minus whenever SGA got one, Jokic got one, Giannis got one. But Tatum's been there twice. LeBron's been there. Steph has been there. Like they got KD's been there. They got more. Like the rings and the gold medals and the winning is following one particular side, especially the ones who don't play triple-double basketball, right? But the ones that play triple-double basketball, those are the ones that are getting the MVPs because the MVPs are just following the numbers. I told y'all before, if you play hero ball, you're going to lose more often than you win from the guys that play team ball. When you play hero ball, more than likely something's got to go because you're doing so much on offense, and usually what goes is your defense, right? And then you get a lot of stats and you get MVPs and records. Look at the people that's on that left side that play hero ball, right? I told you the Americans that do it, Harden, Westbrook, LeBron, they made it famous. Luka and Jokic is turning what MySpace was into Facebook. But the winning in the rings is following these other players is doing it a different way. So what's going on is the Euros is doing it the numbers and stats way, and the American players is like, man, why does it make sense that I would be the point guard? I'm a scorer. I'm following Michael Jordan and Kobe. Like when you look at all the American players that followed Michael Jordan and Kobe, they want to play defense and they want to score the ball and they want to rebound. They can care less about the assist. I got a point guard for my assist. Why would I be the point guard when I want the play to end with me? I don't want to begin the play and end it. That's not winning basketball. That's why the people who get the rings playing like that can't get back to the finals. Jokic ain't been back yet. Luka ain't been back yet. Giannis ain't been back yet. It's very hard. So no, they haven't caught up to us. It's just that the issue is we don't know how to measure what an MVP is, what the most valuable player is. We took winning out of the equation and we took defense out of the equation, and we're only looking at the MVP in terms of points, rebounds, and assists. Those 3 statistical categories is all you need. And that's what the Euros are doing. They're playing point guard and they're getting the assists, and they're being lazy on defense and getting rebounds. And since they're the best player, they're going to get the points as well. That's the only thing that's going on. The only thing that's going on is we don't know how to measure what an MVP really is. And if y'all ain't been in my show before and it's y'all first time, what is an MVP? I describe it to you. The NBA has named the MVP trophy after the GOAT, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. The MVP is officially the Michael Jeffrey Jordan trophy. So I use the Michael Jeffrey Jordan standard when I measure my MVPs. And I use his first MVP as an example, but all of his MVPs basically followed this blueprint. But I use his first one. 87, 88, he got an MVP, his first one. That year, not only did he average over 2 steals a game and 1 block a game, over 3 steals a game and 2 blocks a game. 3 steals, 2 blocks. He also got Defensive Player of the Year that year. He also got the scoring title. He also got the steals title. He made first team all NBA, first team all defense. He played all 82 games, averaged 35 points a game, and his team was a playoff team with home court advantage in the first round. That's a top 4 seed. That's what I consider MVP. It's named after Michael Jeffrey Jordan. We might as well not put his name and waste it. If we go use his name for the award for real. He represented an elite player on both ends of the floor who was available and who also played defense. They say the best ability is availability. And he was available for all 82 games, because I feel like when you miss games, that's one way of hurting your team. And I don't think MVP should hurt their team. So if you hurt your team by not being available, or you hurt your team by not playing defense, like I said, the best ability is availability. The worst ability is a liability on defense. And in some of these cases of these dudes is in the MVP race, they aren't available as much as some guys are, and they also a liability on defense. So if you're going to hurt your team on defense and hurt your team in availability, why would I consider you in the top 1, 2, or 3 for my MVP race? So when I do my MVP race, I look at all of these things. I look at what are you doing to show value on offense, and how high does that offense go? So every MVP candidate is going to score points to show value on offense. So I look at it, okay, how many points are you scoring, and how is that propelling your team to success? And if you're scoring 35 points a game, I'm like, that's a lot of points. Where is your team ranked at in offensive rating as far as scoring points? And you scoring 35 points, I expect you to be 1, 2, or 3, 4 at the worst. I say top 5. Is your team top 5 in scoring? Because if what you do at an elite level don't even propel your team to being elite at that as a team, then I'm going to look for the guy who does do it at an elite level and also his team it translates to. Right? So I look at, okay, 35 points a game. Where's your team ranked at in offensive rating? Bam. Okay, that's good. Top 5, good. All right, so you're a defensive player of the year. Is that propelling your team? Is that bleeding over to your team? How's that leading to team success on the defensive end? Oh, you're a top 5 rated in defensive rating as well? Boom, great. So what you're doing defensively is leading to something. Good. All right, so we got offensive value and defensive value. Then I'm looking for team success. How many games y'all done won? Oh, y'all got the best record in the league? Or top 5 record in the league? Okay, cool. Good. Those are the things I'm looking for. Offensive value, and also translate to your team success on offense. Defensive value also leads to your team success on defense. And then all of that, what is it doing for your team as far as their record? And so far this year, we got the OKC Thunder. Last time I checked, top 5 in offense and defensive rating, and the best record in the league. And SGA is the second best scorer in the league behind Luka as far as terms of points. And defensively, he's probably going to get votes again this year like he did last year for a defensive team. I think he had the 14th most votes for a defensive team, but it's only 10 guys that make it. So he was 4 behind getting those honors, right? It's only 2 defensive teams. So yes, that's what I'm looking for in MVPs. I'm looking for, are you doing that? Right? I don't care if you play point guard. Okay, so you add on, oh, I play point guard, so now you got assists. I'm not going to take your assist that you get, because like I said, every MVP candidate scores points. All right, so that cancels out. You know what I mean? It kind of cancels out. But we can put that on the shelf. If you do something else offensively, what else you do? Oh, you assist offense. Okay, cool. Every MVP candidate get assists as well, right? It just depends if you play point guard, you're going to get more than the guy who don't play point guard, right? So if you play triple-double basketball where it's high screen and roll and every shot comes off of your pass, you're going to have more assists than the guy who plays in the offense where everybody has equal opportunity to make a play. So when Michael Jordan was doing what he was doing and winning his MVPs, you know, I think how many assists did he average that year? He averaged 5.9 assists, 6 assists, right? So not exploding with assists. Like that's not even like an important thing because you got offenses that actually run and can create assists. Like right now, the Denver Nuggets is still creating the same amount. I ain't gonna say the same amount, but the similar amount of assists without Jokic as they was with Jokic. You know, they was averaging 29 assists when Jokic was on the floor. They're averaging around a little bit less than that, like maybe 27. So we can find a way to get assists with a team. We don't have to rely on one guy to get our assists. So how important is that? A point guard can do it, or an offense that runs like the Princeton offense or something like that can also create assists for you. A lot of player movement, ball movement, screens, off ball screens, backdoor cuts, all that type of stuff that can create shots for you without a lot of dribble, and you can get high number of assists that way, right? So all it is the USA is playing different than Euros. It's not that they're playing lesser than them or the Euros are playing better. They're just playing different. Tatum don't want to play point guard. Jokic and Luka do. So when Tatum is getting 5 assists like Jordan, or SGA is getting 5 assists like Jordan, I mean, we count him as a Euro, but he don't play triple-double basketball. But when Tatum or Edwards are getting 5 assists because they play off the ball and they got a point guard, somebody like Jokic or Luka is saying, I am the point guard. So they're getting 9 and 10 assists. So there's a difference between 4 and 5 assists. Are we giving the guy MVP for four assists? All because it makes it look like a triple-double? So the guy's getting MVP for having a differential of 4 assists. But here it is, SGA had the difference of 18 wins. He led his team to 68 wins, and Jokic team had 50. So it's a gap of 18 wins with my team's success, but we want to give somebody the MVP for 4 assists a game. Triple-double sounds good. And we just don't do the MVP correctly anymore. Right? We just don't do MVP like that the right way we're supposed to be doing it. We just see triple-double and be like that must be an MVP. Yeah, right. And Jamal Murray is an MVP candidate now. Right? Jamal Murray is an MVP candidate. Right. Mind you, SGA teammates missed weeks and months last year, and they still won 68 games. And Jamal Williams is missing a lot of games this season as well. He missed most of the first month of the season, and he's been out for the last 2 weeks as well. So he's missing time, and so is Chet missed time as well. And a lot of times he hasn't played like an all-star player. He probably will be an all-star this year, but he hasn't played like it in a lot of games, right? I think the best help for SGA this season has not been Caruso because he's been in and out of the lineup. I would say Chet has been the best help because when he plays well, he plays well. When he don't play well, he don't play well. So it's like a huge disparity on how he's going to play. Chet has been the huge help. Jalen Williams hasn't returned to his all-star form yet. And plus he's in and out of the lineup. Wiggins, I like Wiggins, but he's been in and out of the lineup. Dort's been in and out of the lineup. Cason Wallace has been in and out of the lineup. The person that I'm lying. Cason Wallace has not been in and out of the lineup, but he's had games where he's played very few minutes, and some games he's played a lot of minutes. It just depends on the team and the matchup. But AJ Mitchell has been the most help other than Chet this year. AJ Mitchell has been the most help. This is his first year getting minutes. He has been the most help for SGA in the games I watch. I really like AJ Mitchell 100%. Right? He's been a lot of help. So, but yeah, he's been still best record in the league, and he's the only consistent player who hasn't been missing a lot of games has been SGA, AJ Mitchell, and Cason Wallace. Those are the three constants. Chet, both of the Williamses, Wiggins, Caruso, Hartenstein, in and out of the lineup. In and out. And I think that's interesting. But they consider him a Euro. But yeah, so yeah, I think they do got the two top players in the league with SGA and Jokic. I think honestly, I mean, before the injury, I would say Tatum, KD was up in that top 5. And I would go Tatum. I would actually go Tatum, then Giannis, then KD. So that's 5. So they got 3 out of the 5. I think KD and Tatum are in the 5. I think Luka is outside the 5. In front of Luka, I probably would put Jaylen Brown in front of Luka. I would put Anthony Edwards in front of Luka. Right. So Luka is not one of them. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, the other end of the court is important, and more than a triple double stats and assists. Like if we're going to just say the best player is the one who gets the most triple doubles, then we just need to change the game and say, forget how many points your team score. If whoever get the highest triple double, his team wins. Like if getting triple double is the most important thing in basketball, and if you giving people MVPs because of triple doubles, then you're saying triple doubles is more important than winning. Then we just need to change the rules and say, listen, the name of the game is not who teams score the most points. It's about who gets the highest triple double. Like you have to have a player on your team with the triple double. Whoever has the highest triple double, that team wins. That's the message that they're sending when they're telling us we've got to give him the MVP because he averaged a triple double or almost averaged a triple double. Like that's insane to me. Let's talk about the other end of the floor though. KG wasn't having it. I mean, we got to talk about defense too, right?
Over there, they doing it off a real grind still over there. It's a real grind in basketball and overseas.
If you line any of them motherfuckers up on one-on-one, half the motherfuckers can't guard. Okay? It's two sides to the ball. Okay? They MVPs, they're in the circle, he passing more. Joker's the exception what he doing, right? Luka, because they started early. What I'm saying is, bro, you line them motherfuckers up, man. Americans will destroy any motherfucker you line up.
I'm gonna have Wemby guard.
I got Wemby guard who?
Anybody. At the top one-on-one.
One-on-one. What?
I got him versus the world.
Okay, cool.
Anybody wants.
Okay, cool.
And then on offense, I got
when? During the year? During the All-Star break? In the summer?
In the summer, anywhere.
Okay, cool.
Guess what? That's what I'm saying. The international player is our best defender right now.
Listen. Huh?
Our international player is our best defender in the league right now.
I get it, Paul. He's producing.
And the best offensive player. Who's the best offensive player in the league?
Best offensive player in the league?
Yes.
Might be Shea, right? SGA.
He's going to win the scoring title probably.
He's one of them.
I know, but
he's not the only one, though.
30 the last 3 years. Okay, then Luka then.
No, I got you. I hear what you said. I hear your point. My point is saying is that I'm not, boy, it's a bunch of kids that that's in college. It's a bunch of kids that are young still, that's developing. It's guys that are in there and getting ready to go to their prime. Like, no, man, this up for... Listen, man, this ain't all going to be international. International guys have brought a bunch of flopping into the game. I can't fucking say. They say every other fucking run up and down. They saying something to the ref. We got all this flopping and shit, man. We weren't doing that shit before all that, bro. Like, I get it. It's been some greatness and there's been some weirdness that we've taken from that, bro. That I hate that. I hate that narrative. Like, since international players are starting younger, so what? They're not putting out a better product.
I agree, man. It's not a better product. He said they bought flopping into the league. Yes, they did. You know, even in the early 2000s, most of the flopping was coming from Vlade Divac. Shaq hated it. Vlade flopped all over the place like a fish, man. If Vlade flopped less, Sacramento might have beat the Lakers. I mean, all that flopping was unreal. Doing all the flopping, arguing every time they don't get a call. That's Jokic. That's Luka. Now, it's some American players that do it too. LeBron do it a lot. But Luka is notorious for, like, this stuff is just a bad look and it's a bad product on the floor. And then not participating on the defensive end, that's the other half. That's 50% of the game. Right? So, yes, they did bring a lot of that to the game. They did bring a lot of that to the NBA. It's not the better product. Right? What Jason Tatum is doing when he's locking up defensively and still putting up 30 points and winning more games than other people, because before SGA was doing it, Boston and Tatum was doing it. They was always top in the East, top in the NBA with wins. And they would say, "Oh, it's a super team in Boston." Every time a team is winning, that's not Luka or Jokic. Every time a team is winning, it's somehow a super team. Well, this player is playing defense and scoring, and his team is winning more. Yeah, but it's a super team. It's always a super team, and notice every team that Luka and Jokic own is somehow all of a sudden not, the players aren't good. Like how can, like, you was in Dallas 6 years. How can every team you have not have enough help? And then you leave Dallas and go to LA, and in your second year, that team don't have enough help now. And how can Jokic, all the years he was in Denver, not have enough help, but as soon as he get hurt, they still winning? Like, what happened to this not help? When do people go realize it's not the help, it's that I can't help you if you got the ball all the time. I can't help you if I just got to stand over here in the 3-point line and just stand still while you dribble the air out of the ball. And I had to be hot and go 7 for 10 behind the arc to help you. I can't post up. I can't make plays with the ball. I can't come off screens. I just have to be stationary at the 3-point line while you do all of the dribbling in the world. You got the entire middle of the floor to your disposal. The whole parking lot is yours, and all your teammates are standing in the phone booth trying to score. It's harder to score in the phone booth than it is to score with all the parking lot freedom that you want. If you tell me if I'm going in the club and 4 of us has to stay in one spot, and then you get to walk the entire club, and the contest is how many phone numbers can you get? How do you expect me to compete and get phone numbers if I can't move from where I'm at? Only Luka and Jokic can go everywhere. If Jokic decide he want to post up, he can post up, and the 4 guys have to adjust to where he's at. If he want to post up in the low post, the 4 guys have to go to a certain phone booth. If he want to go in the high post, okay, we got to do that. If he want to bring the ball up like a point guard, okay, we all got to adjust to that. But for the most part, we're all at the 3-point line with one person at the dunker spot, and we adjust to wherever Jokic is at with the ball, and we just try to get open for a pass, and he'll find us, and wherever he passes it, we got to shoot it. If you're giving your best player all the freedom, like if I tell you, hey, look, man, I can pull more girls than you easily. Let's go figure out if I can pull more girls than you at this club, but you can't move. I can go about the entire club. How does that prove that I'm better, or I look better, or I got better game? That don't prove that. I rigged the game for me to win. So whenever people say Jokic and Luka don't have help, it's rigged to make it look like they don't have help. If I'm in a phone booth, what the hell can I do to help you? Except just hit every shot that you pass me the ball. I got to knock all of them down. If I have an off night, it's a wrap. We don't win, and you don't get your triple double either. Like if I'm off tonight, Jokic don't get 10 assists because I'm missing shots. If I'm hot, then Jokic get 10 assists and then get a triple double. And guess what? It don't matter how many points I had. He had a triple double. He's the star of the game. You could have 50 points like Aaron Gordon had in the first game of the season. If you got 50 points and Jokic got a triple double, they gonna say that triple double is the reason why you got that 50 points. Where in all actuality, the reason why he got that triple double is because I was making shots. You don't get an assist if I missed a shot. So yeah, they got it all backwards. Every team that Luka and Jokic play on, it looks like they don't have enough help. Every single last one of them. And every team, Jordan, Kobe, Tatum, SJ, everybody who plays anything other than triple-double basketball, if they win a lot of games, it's because it's a super team. Not because you got a leader that's committed to defense and a leader that's committed to equal opportunity to offense, and that's just a better formula than triple-double basketball. I mean, it's just an unreal thing that we're watching, and everybody's brainwashed. Just like the White House got everybody brainwashed. Like man, the stuff that they saying in the media, man, and people believing it. Oh man, Jokic don't have no help. Now they scrambling trying to figure out why they winning. How is it possible? If I believe that Jokic never had any help, then how the hell are they winning? And how is Peyton Watson averaging 25 points a game? And how is Jamal Murray all of a sudden getting the same assist that Jokic was getting? And why is the team still getting assists? Why is the defense better even though they undersized? The only thing that didn't get better with Jokic going down and Valanciunas going down is that the rebounding dropped because they're very small out there. Aaron Gordon, their biggest player. And Aaron Gordon is on a minutes restriction, and then he just hurt his hamstring again. So now they only got Zeke Naji. So they real small. They getting out rebounded bad. But the defense is better. The turnovers is down because they got a real point guard running the offense and not a 7-foot, 379-pound center. Right? So the defense is better. The assists are the same. The turnovers are down. Only bad thing is the rebounds is down. Points might be down a little bit too because Jokic, I mean, that's 28 points a game. Yeah. So yeah, man, this is just an unreal narrative that they pushing, man. Wolfio said these players can't dribble because they spend all their time standing on the perimeter in that phone booth. Yeah. You put your role players in the phone booth and your best player got all the freedom in the world. Like, in what world do you give your best player all the best opportunity and you give your worst players the worst opportunity? How the worst player is supposed to help the best player if they don't have the good opportunity? In the triangle offense, Scottie Pippen and everybody else had more opportunity in that offense than what these role players got playing in triple-double offense. And Michael Jordan, he had the same opportunities as his role players because they're running the offense, and by the time Mike get the ball, either you gonna make a player at that point or not. But we're gonna run our sets and we're gonna go through our motions and we're gonna try to get a shot before Michael Jordan actually get the ball. Like, so there's 2 or 3 opportunities for someone else to score, make a play for themselves, and make a play for others before Jordan get the rock. And by the time Jordan get the rock, he only need 2 dribbles and 3 seconds. So we can bring the ball up court 4 seconds. We can take 4 seconds to get to half court, and then we can start our offense and get in our sets. Right? And they throw that ball when they bring that high post right there at the free throw line, Rodman or whoever else is gonna be, Pippen or Tony. It can even be Jordan. It can be anybody. Initiate that offense, and they do that Chicago cut and get into this. It's a whole bunch of opportunities. Rodman can do a dribble handoff with someone. Somebody can get up off that Chicago. It's so many things that can happen without Michael Jordan. And then if you go through that and boom, we went through 2 or 3 actions, and it didn't create a shot. Now, by the time the ball reverses over, and now MJ got the ball, it's one on ball. And MJ don't need number 1 or 2 dribbles in the pull up, or he'll get it in the post. 1 dribble fade over either shoulder. He was a play finisher. you let somebody else be the play starter. But Jokic and Luka is saying, I want to be the play starter and the play finisher, and I want to dictate who gets what shot. Like, you can't get a shot without my blessing. I have to be the one to give it to you. I pay pay-per-view prices if the NBA did a call-out 1v1 tournament in the All-Star game. Winner gets a 1-year max money contract. Call it the Mamba Award. Boy, if Jokic had to play one-on-one against a boy, you talking about it's been exposed. Boy, that defense be looking so bad, boy. MVP candidate should make all NBA first team and all NBA defense as a minimum. I think anytime you have 5 MVP candidates and let's say 1 or 2 of them made a defensive team, it should be impossible for someone who didn't make a defensive team to, or I ain't gonna say impossible. It should be very hard, because what if the person averaged 50 points a game and just sucked their defense? I would be like, man, that's OD on offense. Like, your defense sucked, but if you average 50, I gotta consider it. How many wins did your team get? Oh, y'all got the best record in the league. So if you got the best record in the league and you average 50, I might be like, hey man, your defense sucked, but best record in the league and 50 points a game, gotta give it to them. Right? That, so it should be very hard to outdo a two-way player that's an MVP candidate. It should be very hard, and especially when you got a player that's doing it on both ends, and his team got the best record, like SGA did last year. Like when you're 18 points better than the guy that's behind you in the MVP race, and you play both ends and he play one end. Like, how is it possible that he can win? How is it possible? Like, people still think that SGA stole an MVP. And I'm like, dude, 18 plus wins and doing it on both ends of the floor. You're doing it on one end and you got 18 less wins. How? How's that possible? So yeah, I think when you play both ends, a one-way player should not be able to beat you out for the MVP. Luka should not be over Jaylen Brown in the MVP race. As a matter of fact, let me get to my MVP. Let's get to the MVP, because my MVP ladder is SGA, Cade Cunningham, Jokic, Brown, Luka. SGA is self-explanatory. Number 2 in scoring, best record in the league, only missed 1 game, doing it on both ends of the floor. What more can you say? Cade, very similar. Second best record in the league, best record in the East, doing it on both ends of the floor. His numbers are a little bit low as far as scoring. So I get the argument if someone want to put maybe Jokic or Brown above him, but there's no way I'm putting Luka in front of him. But, it's just too much of a one-way player. A lot of people want to penalize Jokic, and I hope it's the same people who wanted to penalize SGA, because they told me last year SGA team would win games and be a playoff team without him. So that means he shouldn't get MVP, and Jokic should get it because his team would be a lottery pick without him. And that was just a hypothetical that we had a very small sample size for, because he only missed like 5 games last year. It was like, that was 2 and 3 in those 5 games. So that means there'd be a lottery pick without Jokic. But that's not how you know what I mean? Saying like, they don't even tell you nothing. So now we're seeing a bigger sample size of what the Nuggets can do without Jokic, and lo and behold, there would be a playoff team without Jokic. So I wish I can find the same people that said give Jokic the MVP because without him his team is trash, and ask them, what do you think now? I think some people kind of like moved the goalposts and was like, yo, no, they got a bench now, so they're not trash no more. What? So the bench made the difference? That's interesting. That's interesting, because that's not what everybody was saying when he got hurt. Oh, they definitely go be dropped. By the time Jokic get back, they've been dropped the 8 seed. And here they are. They actually went from number 3 to number 2 seed in the West. They got a better seeding after Jokic got hurt. That's interesting. Yo, so it's really SGA's to lose right now. And I'm glad they started losing some games because they need that adversity right now. And plus, I didn't want them to have too much of a head start after the All-Star break where they would start going for their record and trying to get 72, 73 games. And next thing you know, they overexert themselves and they ain't got nothing left in the tank for the playoffs. So I'm glad that it's not possible for them to get the win record because we see how that went with Golden State. They didn't even win the championship the year they got the win record. So OKC's not going to get it. And honestly, I don't even want SGA to try to get the MVP either. I'm still going to put him at the top of the ladder, but I think that shouldn't be his focal point at all. He need to be singly focused on how they go repeat because if they mess around and go out in the first round, the second round, if they don't even get to the they have to get to the finals at least. And if they get to the finals, anything can happen. Maybe they can repeat, but the track record for teams returning to the finals after they win it is just not good. Boston didn't return after they won it last year. Golden State didn't return. Denver hasn't returned. Milwaukee hasn't returned. It's just not looking good for the last couple of champions. So OKC got to reverse that history. So they got a lot cut out for them, and it is what it is. I don't care who gets the MVP this year. Like I don't care every year. But I do want some common sense to get back into the process of selecting MVPs. That's 100%. All right, let me get into these comments before I end the stream. We're about almost 2. Yeah, we're gonna end it before 2.5. Go to a fanboy page and look up some stats. Y'all clearly don't know the game nor love the game of basketball. You just a fanboy. That's childish. Well, they ain't here talking. Somebody said whack attack, foaming at the mouth, saying the MVP ladder. I mean, if we made the MVP ladder based off narratives, and it'd be crazy because all the narratives that was surrounding Jokic and his MVP candidacy, it was all based on how bad his teammates are and how bad they would do without him, and triple double, so, and I don't think triple doubles are even important. Like I don't understand why that means MVP. And then having Luka, like people got Luka like number 3, and I'm like, how? Like if Wemby was having a better season, he would be number 5. It definitely wouldn't be Luka. Like how? I seen a video on Twitter last game. I think JJ Redick had some stats saying that when they was playing Dallas. But first of all, Dallas was playing the Lakers, and then they got a double-digit lead on the Lakers. I thought they was gonna pull the win off, but then LeBron and Luka came back and made a run, and they actually made this run while Luka was on the bench, right? So that's the first thing. That's the first thing I want you to know. They made that run while they was on the bench, but then Luka got in, and then they took over and they got the win. Good win for the Lakers for sure. But JJ Redick, I guess he been seeing all the conversation around Luka and his defense, and I guess he wanted to kind of take up for him. So Dallas was getting a lot of points by targeting Luka, but when it came to while the Lakers was making their comeback, or when they had already came back, and Dallas was trying to target Luka again to get some points, and it wasn't going so well for Dallas. Luka was playing good defense on some of it. Some of it, the help defense was good. But nonetheless, they targeted him and they wasn't coming away with points as much as they would like. So JJ Redick wanted to point that out and said that he put some numbers out there. Hey, they targeted Luka this many times and they was only successful this many times. So he wanted to point that out to give Luka some kudos. And I was like, it's good to see that his fan, because a lot of people retweeted that and was like, see, he does play defense. I'm like, look, dude, this is okay. So if I got a sample size and I have data and evidence showing you being a bad defender 90% of the time, taking the 10% that you actually are a good defender does not overshadow that 90%. So congratulations to the Lakers and Luka and JJ Redick for Luka playing defense this one stretch in this one game. Congratulations. Now, I want you to apply that same logic that you could actually look at the film and see Luka got some stops. And I want you to apply that same logic to when he did the opposite, when he gave up layups. And then I want you to consider all these guys that's above him on the MVP ladder, except Jokic, because Jokic is a liability on defense too. But K, Cunningham, SGA, and Brown, I want you to consider them now that we know what good defense looks like all of a sudden, because y'all didn't know what it looked like before Luka. You just said it didn't matter. But now that Luka played some good defense this game, I want you to think about the guys like SGA, Cade, and Brown who has been doing it every game. We seen Luka do it this game. I want you to consider that logic in your MVP ladder when it comes to SGA, Cade, and Brown, who has been doing it all season. And if you're impressed by Luka doing it this one game, you should be overly impressed by seeing SGA, Cade, and Brown do it all season. So now that we know what good defense looks like, it should not be a far stretch for you to have Luka below Cade, Brown, and SGA in the MVP ladder. Because the 10% does not outweigh the 90%. It doesn't. Right? It doesn't. I'm going to open the phone lines up on this MVP stuff. And I'll take 3 phone calls and then we'll end the show. We'll end the show. Let me get to some of these. Let's see what's going on with these comments. They say, I missed the way the NBA used to be 30 years of what Stern built, destroyed by Commissioner Orlock in less than 10. Defense is literally just effort. You develop it by actually guarding. I agree. Yeah, data shows the Mavs had a top 5 defense with Luka and Kai in the starting lineup. Luka was there, and it was a stretch after they got PJ Washington from Charlotte, and then they had Derek Lively healthy, and they had just brought in Gafford. So you got 2 shot blockers at the rim with Gafford and Lively. Then you got a good perimeter defender with PJ Washington, and Kyrie Irving is not a bad defender either. And I can't remember who else was in that lineup. Who else might have been in that lineup? No, that's it. That's the 5. Sometimes they started Lively and Gafford, right? So, and then PJ and then Kai and Luka, right? So you got 3 really good defenders on the floor, and you got an average defender in Kai, and then you got a below average defender in Luka. And yeah, they was able to produce that. Now here's the issue. When your philosophy on defense for your team is that we have to put a team concept around a bad defender to protect him, and this is coming out of Dinwiddie's mouth, who was on that roster, and also Theo Pinson, who also played with Luka in Dallas. Jason Kidd, that was their philosophy. They got in the film room and they talked about all the assignments that Luka would miss, and they talked about how the other 4 guys had to pick up the slack for him, and they had a team concept. Like this is coming from three teammates, and also Jason Kidd as a coach has said that as well. I've done many videos on it. When Luka had one of his really bad nights, and they went to the post game, and Jason Kidd, they asked him about what are you gonna do about Luka's defense, and he said we got to protect Luka more. Can you imagine Phil Jackson saying we got to protect Michael Jordan more on defense because he's getting cooked? We got to protect him, and 4 guys have to guard 5 guys to make up for that hole in our defense named Luka Doncic. Right? So the issue when you have a liability on defense is that when you bring in new players like a drafted rookie like Lively, a new player like Gafford who leaves shit to come to sugar, he leaves the Wizards to come to a playoff team, I got a burst of energy. PJ Washington leaves shit to come to sugar, that he leaves Charlotte to come to a playoff team, I got a burst of energy. Right? When you have squads like that, they always are eager to get it done, and they don't mind guarding 5 guys with only 4 people. They can do it. But one thing about it is it never lasts all season, and it never lasts multiple seasons. Eventually, picking up the slack for that one guy gets tiresome. And at some point, all those guys who was overexerting themselves on defense, because guess what? The way they run their offense with triple-double basketball, you ain't off the slack. You just can't play defense like Dennis Rodman and you know what I'm saying, on offense, you get the chill. On offense, Derek Lively and Gafford got to set screens every play for Luka and dive down the paint and jump for lobs every time Luka throws it up. So not only you setting screens, getting your body hit, diving down, lob, dunk, come back down, play defense to guard 5 people with only 4 people, protecting the rim because Luka's going to let somebody in the paint every single time. And you're constantly doing that. And it's no wonder those are the people that actually get the injuries. Anthony Davis has been having to do it for the Lakers with LeBron. Getting hit with them screens all the time, diving, and I got to go get this lob 11 feet in the air every single time and come down. Like, people don't know dunking takes a toll on your body. Takes a toll on your wrist. And then defensively, I got to be the stopper all the time because you're not defending well. You're letting people in the paint. I always got to defend it. And then I got to step up and defend the high screen and roll and help for it. Like, you're doing so much. Notice those are the guys that's always getting injured. All those defenders that also I gotta do all this offense, and then I gotta hit these 3. Like, I gotta do all this. They the ones that get hurt. But the one that is resting on defense don't seem to get hurt all the time. Notice LeBron, he don't get as hurt as his big man do. He don't get as hurt as AD do. Luka don't get as hurt as Gafford. Like, Gafford and Lively can't even stand the lineup, dog. They was able to do that for Luka for 1 year, and then next thing you know, they all hurt. Kyrie Irving hurt. PJ Washington in and out of the lineup. They can't stay on the floor because they put in horrible situations. But Luka, I ain't got to play defense. I'm playing one end of the floor. Notice the way Joel Embiid played all that defense. All them shots he go get at the rim, at the apex. He used to just land on his legs hard, knees and all that stuff, twisting ankles. He used to land on his back, get undercutted. Like, shot blockers, boy, they be putting their body on the line, dog. Embiid always was hurt. Jokic wasn't, because Jokic ain't even jumping. Luka ain't even jumping on defense. They ain't even moving their feet. Like, you exert more energy defending than you do on offense. So if you got a player he's not getting in the chair and moving his feet, sliding, letting you hit him in the center of his chest, you get what I'm saying? You're not doing all that. You're not the one going up there and protecting the rim, blocking shots, getting vertical, getting undercutted, coming down on your feet. Like, they barely jumping. Luka and Jokic is barely jumping. They don't jump on offense. Luka don't even jump when he shoot threes. Neither Jokic. They don't jump, dog. Imagine playing basketball 4 quarters. You don't run full speed but twice. And you don't jump not one time. Everything is just you just throwing junk up. Like both of them they're just throwing that junk, just catapulting that thing, just shooting threes. They get to avoid so much injury. No, I want y'all to pay attention to the ones that are getting injured. It's the people that are playing defense that's getting injured. Kawhi stay injured. The people that play defense is the one that's getting injured. The one that can't jump over a phone book and refuse to slide his feet. Boy, they so durable. They so freaking durable, dog. It's insane. Keep your eye on it. They're the ones getting hurt. Tatum's hurt. The one time the one time that Jokic got hurt, guess what he was trying to do? He was trying to stand in paint and protect the rim, and somebody fell on his knee. Joel Embiid done been hurt like that twice with somebody following his knee by him being the last line of defense on defense. Usually Jokic don't even be down there like that. Ain't nobody following his knee. Like he don't avoid a lot of injuries by not playing defense. So does Luka. If them boys got the sliding their feet, moving them puppies, boy, you know, bruh. It's insane, man. I'd say the one that played defense all the time or just suddenly decided to play defense. Yes. And that's how Jokic got hurt. All of a sudden, he was like, I'm gonna try this defense thing. And somebody fell right on his knee. He won't try that again. He won't try that again, boy. He said, man, this defense jump blow. Horizon said a lot of sensitive people in the chat thinking male hate white people. Boy, you don't even know. My mama white and my wife white. And my Lincoln and my Cadillac outside white. Boy, y'all crazy as hell, man. These people don't know nothing, man. I hate white people because I like defense. Let me ask you this for people who think that if you like defense in basketball that you don't like white people. Let me ask you this. What is it about defense that is not white? You get what I'm saying? Because as soon as I say defense is important, you equate that to white people. Why is it that you think, and it's not what I think, why is it that you think that defense and white people aren't the same or can't be the same? Because Cooper Flagg is a hell of a defender. Alex Caruso was a hell of a defender. Andre Karolinko was a hell of a defender. Larry Bird defended. John Paxson was a good defender. Kirk Heinrich was a good defender. The list goes on, buddy. Defense is not just for people of color. Defense is for basketball players. Because if you're not playing defense and offense, you're not a basketball player. You're just an offensive player. You're a half of a basketball player. You're a crescent moon or a half moon. You're not a full moon. You're an eclipse. So what is it about race and defense? Like what is the connection to race and defense? Because I don't see a connection with it. So when I'm talking about basketball and I talk about offense and defense both being valuable and equally valuable, well, offense is a little slightly more valuable than defense for sure because you need points. Scoring specifically is the most important thing in basketball. and defending is the second most important thing. So when I say that, I'm not thinking about race when I say that. I'm thinking about basketball. So when I call out the superstars is in the MVP discussion and I separate them by which ones are doing both and who's winning more, like my top two guys have the best two records in the league and they both play both sides of the ball. That's my criteria. Do you think if Luka and the Lakers had the best record in the league and Luka played both ends of the ball, that I would be having him at number 5? If Luka was leading the league in scoring like he is, had the best record in the league, and he also played both ends of the basketball at an elite level or a good level, you don't think I would have him number 1 on this list? My criteria, this format, this criteria I have for MVP is like 3 or 4 years old. I made that 3 or 4 years ago. I save it right here and I pull it up every time I'm talking about the MVP. This is not something that I just created this season so it can benefit whoever I wanted it to benefit. I made this before SGA was ever an MVP candidate, before Cade was ever an MVP candidate. I made this years ago. And I made this the first second they named the trophy after Michael Jordan. That standard doesn't have a race attached to it. That standard only has defense and offense and team success in mind. Offense, defense, team success. How can a criteria be racist? It's like a real criteria. Can you fit it as a basketball player? Can you fit it? Does Luka and Jokic fit that criteria in all 3 categories better than someone else that's above them? Luka and Jokic does not have more team success than SGA and Cade right now. They don't have more defensive value than SGA and Cade. The offensive value can be debated. So we'll debate the offensive value, but y'all want to leave it to just offensive value. Y'all don't want to include defense and team success. So which one of us is doing it by race? My criteria is by what basketball is about. Basketball is about offense and defense. The people that are trying to leave defense out of the criteria is the one who's thinking about bias. Not me. You either fit the criteria or you don't. And nobody fixed the criteria more than SGA and Cade right now this season. Jokers don't have the success, the team success that SGA has. Are you serious? Are you serious? Like what is the team record for the Thunder? What is the team record for the Nuggets? And how many of those wins are Jokic responsible for? Because last time I checked, he done missed the last 12 games. So whatever wins they got in the last 12 games, they don't add to it. So you tell me, are you serious? Let me see if I still got one of my old, no, I deleted it. I deleted it. Yeah, I mean, are you serious? you think, let me pull it up. As a matter of fact, I got Jokic, what he's responsible for. Jokic is responsible for 32 games and 22 wins. So Jokic is 22-10 when he plays. And SGA is I think SGA is they might be like, let me see. They're the best record in the league. The Thunder are 37-10, and SGA missed one game. And that one game he missed, I think they won. Let's just say they won it. So that means he's responsible for 36 wins. So 36 is more than 22, sir. So the Thunder have won 36 games with SGA leading them. The Nuggets have won 22 games with Jokic leading them. Sir, by my calculations, since y'all like calculators and math, which one do you think is more, 36 or 22? Right? Right? Which one is better? Let's see what else. Let's see what else we can look up. The OKC Thunder are number 1 in defensive rating. The Denver Nuggets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're number 7 from the bottom. So they're not even middle of the pack. They're bottom feeding in defensive rating. So that's the defensive value part, right? So when you get to here, and I say offensive value, defensive value, and team success, and the way I measure your defensive value is how valuable are you to your team as a defender? Are you a plus? Or are you a net negative? SGA is a plus for his team and is leading to the number 1 rated defense. Right? So that's a good thing. The Nuggets, number 7 from the bottom. Then as far as offensive rating, the Denver Nuggets are rated number 1. OKC is 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. OKC is number 5. So you got the number 1 rated offense for Denver, but like the number 25th rated defense versus the number 5 rated offense and the number 1 rated defense. So number 1 and number 5 versus number 1 and number 25. Right? So you put the team record and you put the team success on offense and defense led by what your leader is doing, and it all comes out to SGA, big dog. It all comes out to SGA. So what are you talking about, big dog? He said I'm not wearing my glasses. Maybe my calculations was wrong. Maybe if I'm mouth breathing and I look at you from the top of my glasses and I do my calculations on my computer or on my calculator, and if I carry the 1 and pi 3.14 repeating, and then if I raise that to the second power, yep, Jokic is a liability on defense. My calculations was right. Jokic is a liability on defense according to my calculations, man. What did you get on your calculations? Because maybe I don't have a new computer or a new calculator. So yeah, I might need to get a new T130. What's those calculators that y'all used to use in school? I might need to get a new one of those joints. Yeah, he's still a liability on defense, man. When I wake up in the morning, Jokic still gonna be a liability, and so is Luka. So until they can win more games than SGA or Cade and play better defense than SGA, Cade, or Brown, they're going to fall below them in the MVP race. There's nowhere around it. You have to play defense, and your team got to win more games. You can't keep getting MVPs from the 5th seed. Let me look at these standings again. Like, who won an MVP from the 5th seed? Okay, Jokic is Nuggets is a 3rd seed, thanks to freaking Jamal Murray. But the Lakers is a 5th seed. They 8 games behind the Thunder. If Luka is an MVP candidate, then so is daggone Anthony Edwards with the same record that Luka got. Like, what is we doing? Are we gonna put Steph Curry in the MVP? He only 2 games behind Luka. Are we gonna put Steph Curry in the MVP race? Like, this is ridiculous, dog. Like, it's more qualified players. They don't even have more wins than Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown got more wins than Luka. All right, Jaylen Brown got more wins than Luka. Somebody said I was inconsistent. How can I be inconsistent if I have a criteria? I'm showing you my criteria. Every time I talk about my criteria, I'm showing it to you. Offensive value, defensive value, team success. I'm showing you my criteria. I'm showing you my standard. The trophy is named after Michael Jeffrey Jordan. That's my standard. Everything that he embodied, I consider for the award, all the way down to games played. Like, it is all measurable. It's all measurable. Like, I can't be inconsistent. I have a standard and a criteria that keeps me honest. It's the people that don't have a criteria that can move the goalpost whenever they want to. Because last year it was Jokic team is a lottery team without him. But this year, what is it? Like, it's something different every year for Jokic. One year when he was in the 5th seed, it was he don't have Jamal Murray, so give him the MVP. It's okay to be in the 5th seed. He don't have Jamal Murray. But when SGA didn't have Chet last year for most of the season, they didn't work in his favor. When he don't have Jalen Williams this year, they don't work in his favor. When Brown right now don't have Tatum, it's not working in his favor. And he's not even in the 5th seed. he's in the 2nd seed in the East. Jaylen Brown lost Tatum, Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Luke Cornett, and one other person. And he's in the number 2 seed in the East. And we gave Jokic an MVP because he didn't have Murray, and he was in the 5th seed. Jaylen Brown's in the 2nd seed. Why doesn't that narrative for the people who said Jokic deserved the MVP because he did okay without Murray, his 2nd best player, and was in the 5th seed? Brown don't have his 2nd or his 1st best player because he's the number 2. He don't have his 3rd best player or his 4th best player. They all gone. And yet this man is number 2 in the East with a better record than Luka. And only 2 games behind the Nuggets. So I'm like, how come the narrative only work? Like, we're not using that. We're not using that he don't have his number 2 no more. We're not using that. Okay, we throw that away. Then one year that was like, oh, we're going to give it to Jokic because he almost averaged a triple-double. Well, guess what? Cade almost averaged a triple-double this year. But not only do he almost average a triple-double, he has the best record in the East and the 2nd best record in the league. There's only 2, bro. You can't make this up, man. There's only 2 teams in the league that has 33 wins or more right now. And that's the Thunder and the Denver and the Detroit Pistons. So all the things that we use as a narrative, that's the issue with using narratives as the foundation for your MVP criteria. Narratives change every season. Because if you give it to someone for averaging a triple-double this year, like they did with Westbrook, what happens when he averages a triple-double next year? Now you set a precedence with a narrative that you didn't think we was gonna see again, and then we seen it the very next season. You was like, I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know what to do with my hands. Quick, somebody think of something. We can't give him 2 in a row for averaging a triple-double. Quick, somebody tell me why triple-doubles aren't good anymore. He's stat padding. So now Westbrook, who's averaged 4 triple-doubles in his career, the first time he did it, he got MVP. Every time he did it after that, was like, we're not impressed no more. So you can't set a precedent with a narrative. That's not even a criteria. Averaging triple doubles, that can't even be an MVP criteria. That's a narrative. So we're going to set a precedence with a narrative, but we can't be consistent with that precedence and follow suit every single year. It was a one-shotter. So that narrative didn't work for Westbrook multiple times. But it's going to work for Jokic every single time he only averaged a triple-double once. That was last year. Every other time he won MVP, he was almost at a triple-double. He didn't actually average it. He got three MVPs for almost averaging a triple-double. 3 for almost averaging a triple-double. And and Westbrook averaged a triple-double 4 times. So who is moving the goalposts and creating narratives and going by a narrative and don't have a criteria? It's not me. I have a criteria. I have a criteria. Yeah, like I said, the bell bottoms, when I rocked the bell bottoms the first time, everybody was those are cool. Then they went out of style. They definitely went out of style when I could afford them. I only had 1 pair when they was in style. And then when I got money, I was like, man, I'm about to go get 5 pair of bell bottoms. And they was like, nah, them things ain't even in style no more. And then I went broke again. I couldn't afford bell bottoms. And all of a sudden they brought it back when Jokic and Luka was doing it. That's what happened to the Westbrook and Harden. That was like, hey, y'all like these triple doubles? Oh, y'all gonna give me an MVP for triple doubles? Got it, bet. And then they did it again. They was like, nah, triple doubles out of style. They was like, okay. And then when they stopped getting triple doubles and Jokic and Luka started getting, they was like, oh yeah, we ain't never seen this before. You can get 5 MVPs for triple doubles these days. The price of triple doubles is sky high now. But yeah, I guess liking defense is a racial thing. Liking defense is a racial thing. I mean, I just want somebody to explain this to me. Are you brave enough to call in if I open the phone lines up? Are you going to explain it to me? I'll be nice. Are you going to call in and tell me how talking about defense and winning is a racial thing? Or are you going to call me and tell me non-back players just can't play defense like black players and they can't win as much as black players? If that's what you go tell me, then I don't know. But all right, let me end this stream. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.